And at this point, I'd be very surprised if we see anything else. As you can see right up there, it is Joker versus Johnny Cage. This is exactly what we expected.
Fox is on a mission. They want to be able to win 2 World Finals back-to-back with the same character in 2 different games. And we can definitely see that. Johnny Cage versus Joker, game 1 of this top 8. It's going to be an interesting matchup right here. There's a lot of range, a lot of good buttons, but a lot of damage. Interestingly, the 2 characters in the game that can cancel their Fatal Blow.
Now, this will be unique because they are the only characters in the game that can do that. And it opens up so much of their offense when they get low that they're very comeback heavy, right? They're very built for it, whereas Johnny Cage is more of that kind of like space control, kind of really good buttons, as well as that comeback. It really is Ace of Days. It's more of just a mix-up, rushed out, or it's set play character. And that really fits Sonicfox like a glove.
Now the corner, this is where Fox wants you. Joker's buttons, the 2-1 is fantastic. Ace of Knaves getting those launchers and the setup tools. Absolute nightmare situation if you're back to the corner. Speaking of which, grab, gonna get a knockdown into decent positioning. And that 2-1, just the magic string. And you're gonna see that a lot from Fox here.
Okay, getting clipped on the way up. Good wake-up attack gives Sonicfox the advantage, the safety.
Hang on a minute.
Oh, and we were just talking about that cancel. Kombat comes off it straight away for a bit confirmed. Chunky damage.
Goes in for the meaty down 1 rising star. Fox is going to get hit by the cancel again. Round 1, we saw 2 Fatal Blow cancels. I say get used to seeing that a lot throughout the course of the series.
Round 2.
Shouts to Shaolin Monks in the background.
No, Shaolin
What
Monks.
a game. And now, looking for a single button, but Kombat not going to press yet. Is going to stick out that low all the same. The low is going to connect once more. Those graphics got smaller. There we go, we're back. We're back. Ooh, Johnny Cage with the magnet arms.
I like the way Kombat is playing this. He's completely slowed things down. I feel like the worst thing you can do is just get really impatient and just give yourself to someone like Sonicfox. Oh, and the second Kombat decides to be the one to start how things are going, immediate whiff punish into crushing blow. That's exactly why Kombat has been more defensive in this round, and it's really paying off.
And immediately, another Rising Star's going to do the job. 1 round each at this point, and Kombat, what really started that sequence was a wake-up neutral jump. The hard reads, you've just got to have those guttural decisions. Whip, oh no!
Speaking
this
of
is
which,
Ace of Knaves.
there's
Yeah,
a
full
big
combo.
combo opportunity. Oh, the backup as well, maybe trying to scout out the roll.
Oh, the delay, the held. Clipped by the low again.
Oh,
Kombat.
counter hit too, yeah, Sonicfox was trying to press something off the ground, but Kombat said absolutely not.
And he knows Fox is going to respect the frames. Runs in and enforces a grab almost immediately. Get out of there, Interactable. Sticking out low again, loads of patience. Ooh, Fox.
Oh, he tried to whiff punish, but not close enough. That's a big hit though, no bar to get more damage, but keeps the life lead nonetheless.
The raw jump in, almost catching entirely, but the down 4 does recover just in time. Here comes the mid. This mid string, there is that overhead that you know Fox. They're not shy of pulling the trigger. The tech, the dirty tech. Remember, forward throw. If the Fatal Blow's on cooldown.
Speaking of which, that's going to be the round.
Close your eyes.
Oh.
This is a family show for crying out loud. Now immediately. What we saw there was just, I assume here, admin's probably just mentioning to lower the health bars.
I imagine they're just going to go quickly and lower the health bars, of course. Thank you very much for being patient with us. But a good game 1 for Sonicfox. That Joker, that Ace of Knaves Joker, really showing why it can be so dangerous in the hands of a good player, right? It ticks so much of the boxes. There are a lot of similarities to be made between Joker and Johnny Cage in terms of like overall range and just kind of neutral options. But then Ace of Knaves really kind of throws on. Originally, most of us just assumed it would be a very kind of mix-up heavy, like primarily set play. Whereas I feel like, even though that's still there for Ace of Knaves, it's not really the main point of the variation. It's about kind of just keeping your turn as opposed to constant mix-ups.
You also get a perfect example over why the Joker has arguably the scariest Fatal Blow game in the game, because the tech, Kombat made the amazing read to tech the throw, and then the next grab still crushing blow because it takes a while for Fatal Blow to actually come back, and this cooldown's going to benefit. Flawless block. Kombat bringing out the clutch execution, and now
that's actually another interesting dynamic we see here, though, because you have Sonicfox who, when you watch Sonicfox play, they flawless block barely ever at all, like if ever. It's so rare. And then you have someone like Kombat that is very much a flawless block master. So that's really going to be interesting to see how that makes a difference here, because that was huge. That entire sequence started off flawless blocking a wake-up attack.
And it forces Fox onto the back foot. When Kombat's able to kind of get the keys in the ignition, Johnny Cage is a momentum character, and that's a trade. Very expensive down 2 to obtain. No full combo. The
Combat
amplified
got
version
some
of that.
damage, but lost all that defensive bar. That's definitely not what you want to see, especially when you're back to the wall like this. Sonicfox kind of keeping that pressure about sweep distance, does not want to get too close and let Kombat get out for free.
Always keep an eye on that amplified Jack in the box. It tests your matchup knowledge massively. In that situation, Kombat tried to trade. Flawless block up to no jump in for you, mate. But now the low again, blocked. You can scout the low into overhead. It's very tight, though. Very tight. Speaking of overhead, Bird Boy beatdown's going to connect. Remember, 3 of those on Amplify. The next one, meatlessly crushing blows.
And we've seen Sonicfox use that crushing blow perfectly all of the day, so you know absolutely that they are keeping count of how many they've got.
Now projectile game. Kombat's got to be pretty careful with this. The range of the forward 2-1 makes those projectiles kind of scary. No counter hit though, so there's not going to be a crushing blow there.
Ooh, now, I like that choice. Even though Kombat is losing, every time Sonicfox has gone for the box in the neutral, Kombat has just responded with forceful straight. Wait, no! That must have been a mistake. Going to hold that. That was either an execution error or like a next level read that maybe Fox is going to move in.
I'm inclined to think execution error purely because of how much health that Fox had left.
Yeah, for
Even
sure.
the fatal blow connecting there would have been arguably a little bit of a waste. Commits into the nut punch. Not going to hit its mark, unfortunately. Fox too patient, and the mid again, Amplify. We're building towards that crushing blow. Really turns Joker into a win condition character.
This is what we were saying before about it's not really kind of set play mix-up. It's more about just keeping a box under your opponent so it's always your turn. It's about just constantly making them read like, oh, is he going to press? Is he going to block? Do I get to move? Do I have to press a button? Like, it's so hard to deal with in the heat of the moment. Big jump kick. Simple confirmed. Going to take a nice chunk of damage there as Kombat.
The amplified back forward fly really does just reset things. Creates that automatic disengage back to neutral. But Fox, they have the life lead. This is where they want to be. Escape them. They tried to tech the grab, but remember, grabs, they are in turn 50-50s for teching. Now the forceful game. Kombat, bit by bit,
Fox
bringing himself back
for
into
that
it.
advancing high so much.
But
The long arm of the Joker.
Fox has fatal blow. That's what they want. No cancel, though. We can definitely see the end of a game. If a clean opening comes here, the fatal blow is going to be the skeleton key for the damage. The cancel. 1, 2, 3. It's safe on block. And from this point, both players, fatal blows be ready. Fox, the back forward, just wastes enough time to allow another one. Oh, no. Oh, feels so good.
Just about enough damage there, you could say, just about.
Fox played the end of that game perfectly, using 2 of the back forward 4s on Amp to just waste time. We had about 4 seconds, roughly, for the fatal blow to come back. The 2 offensive bars used just to guarantee the time is there, and then when the fatal blow comes back,
that's
use
one of
it
the
to win.
scariest things about the Joker, right? That kind of like jumping jack. That's a universal move. That's really plus on block if you amplify it. Your opponent kind of has to deal with it. And with the tools of Ace of Knaves at the same time, right? The Jack in the Box underneath and the long buttons. It's scary.
Absolutely. Kombat, I mean, he's been playing fantastically this series too. It's just Fox, the fatal blow game is just so strong. And it's really kind of that trump card 2 times in a row. Challenge the amplified Jack in the Box and you pay the price. No punish. I mean, that could have been much more than it was.
Oh, okay.
No overhead.
Fox is really fishing for that. The Bird Boy beatdown really wants to get the crushing blow ready.
Fatal blows in play. Oh no! Asking you shall receive.
Okay, so this does like 1 billion damage. I wonder if this is actually going to kill.
It is
I think this might.
one of the highest damage fatal blows in the game. Oh. My word, have a look at the damage.
Oh my goodness.
That's a lot of damage
My
for a 2-hit
goodness.
confirm, Mustard.
Bruh, 2 hits into fatal blow, 43%.
Let's go.
The Joker's not very fair, is he? He's
I
a
mean,
mean guy.
The Joker doesn't play fair. Here we go. Potentially match point here for Fox.
That's huge.
Kang
That is
to the
huge.
chin. That cost him his jaw right there. Here we go, more amplify. Every single time that connects, Kombat's going to sweat more and more because the damage of the crushing blow.
That's
Speaking
another
of which,
one. I think that's it. The crushing blow must be there by now.
and one more clean opening. Kombat's basically dead.
Oh no! Okay, was one off. Even Sonicfox thought it was going to be there, but Kombat throwing a lifeline. Okay, I can actually maybe make a comeback. Get some dash cancel.
Remember, this is outtake. There's no camera. There's no shades crushing blow. To work projectiles, that jump kick hurts big time. And just right there, Kombat a little bit lost. Don't do it. Surely not. There we go, yeah. But I say there is a 0% chance.
Were you expecting like the Jack in the Box into Mercy?
Game look at that.
But that
easy.
is what we're going to see. Liu Kang versus Cetrion. Now, Ninjakilla has actually been playing Variation 3 Liu Kang today as well. Now, that's the one thing that makes me the most interested about watching Ninjakilla is, again, that willingness to thoroughly master a character. And if that means playing all the variations, so be it.
I mean, if you're going to have a favorite character, it makes sense to at least try them out. I had a chat with Ninjakilla yesterday, said, why do you pick Variation 3? What are the circumstances? And he said, when the low viable doesn't serve a purpose, V3 is
betrayed him.
He betrayed the balance of all things.
Okay, here we go. It's Beast Coast Dragon, CGL Ninjakilla. Expect mayhem right here, but so far, the projectile game, which is what we expect from this raid. Cetrion, she is going to be that character that wants to keep you at arm's reach. She can play amazing footsies, and we know Dragon can. But Ninjakilla's going to look to get in and establish. A counter hit on the forward 4, but we're not going to spend the crushing blow just yet.
Definitely worth saving that crushing blow on the forward 4 for a rainy day. Spend the bar on that bicycle kick. Just make sure that you get that extra crushing blow requirement ticked off. Liu Kang, very much a character built around those crushing blows. If you fight a Liu Kang in round 3 and he hasn't used any yet, you are in serious trouble.
I always use this term kind of like a win condition character, and Liu Kang's definitely one of them. If you aim for the crushing blows in round 3, then you just have this ultimate advantage, which is kind of hard to beat. The raw jump in, those airborne projectiles do make your jump ins a little bit harder to anti-air because it can stop your jump at any point. But now here comes Ninjakilla, the staggers, bicycle kick, and we're going to spend Amplify to tick towards that crushing blow. Similar to Joker, 3 amplified bicycle kicks, the next one crushing blows for damage.
So I always forget that front throw has that like little extra bit of damage when you hit the floor, and I'm like, oh, he survived it. Oh, never mind.
Fight.
But good first round for Ninjakilla. You have to remember, since the last time we saw them play, wow, that knowledge.
Get that rock out of my face. Cancels almost immediately, just to create the forward 4 game and expand it further, but that's going to be a full confirmed for Dragon. That's a knockdown. Natural barrier, deceivingly active as a move. One of the best specials in the game, absolutely, but the push back. Dragon just wants to keep Ninjakilla as far away as possible. The rush down on Ninjakilla is so scary, you just don't want to mess with it. Flying kick,
that's really good knowledge from Ninjakilla. If you do hit that air fireball, you can go for a flying kick and still block in time. Almost like bait a whip punish, because it looks like you're unsafe, but you actually are completely fine.
Escape failed on the throw. Music to Liu Kang's ears. That's a grounded confirm. Keep things unbreakable. Speaking of unbreakable, nice chunk of damage into the restand situation. Barrier. Close up the startup. Fatal blows in play for Ninjakilla. That is all he needs.
I really commend the patience of Ninjakilla right here. He's normally known for amazing anti-airs, but it's just not extending. Gets hit by a jump kick from Dragon at this health, he might die. Just being really careful. Like I said, he has that fatal blow. He still has that crushing blow. Throw as well. Oh, speaking of which, just enough.
All about going in for
Now,
those
you know,
grabs.
the scariest thing about that game, right, is it's so useful when characters hold on to a crushing blow and can kind of like build their offense around it. That was the only crushing blow we saw from Ninjakilla in that whole game. We didn't see the bicycle kick, we didn't see the uppercut, we didn't see the forward 4. The only one we saw was a throw.
I mean, we
but
saw
the
a
fact
counter
that it was
hit.
held onto for so long is enough. You have this character that just wants to get in your face and just give you a hard time. It's so strong. Even with that one crushing blow, and Ninjakilla, absolute surgical with using it in practical gameplay.
Just waits for the magic moment, and it takes a lot of discipline to be able to do that. We're going into game number 2 now, and there's the reversal punish. You've got to watch out for some of those projectiles at range, because a flying kick will punish it. Okay, and again, teleport just to get out of the corner. Nice little chunk of damage just to finish, and the knockdown, giving Dragon positional advantage again. That's what Cetrion, she plays for the range. Punish!
No bar
visa.
either.
Yeah.
Now that's actually also Ninjakilla's awareness of resources. You notice he doesn't really do many kind of like neutral flying kicks just like out of nowhere. A lot of these like done on reaction to the boulder startup and stuff like that. But if he sees you haven't got resources for big damage, he will take risks. Because what are you going to do? Like 12%? Why should he care?
All right, neutral crouch. Clean finish there for Dragon. No need to go for anything complicated there with the life that was left. And it's going to be, I really foresee in this matchup, this is going to be the match. You know, it's going to be Ninjakilla trying to close in the space. Dragon playing footsies when necessary, but ultimately, if I have range over you, I don't want Ninjakilla anywhere near me.
Historically, Ninjakilla has had the best
Flawless block.
Wow, that was incredible. Has had the best over Dragon in a number of the sets this year, so you know Dragon. Now, this is the biggest stage. Dragon is going to want to be able to really finally seal the deal in this environment. You know that's what he wants.
No better place to do it. Sledgehammer. Oh, he tries the reversal punish. A little bit of a mishap there from Ninjakilla, misjudging the frames perhaps. But it's going to be a full punish. Wake up buttons all the same. Liu Kang, and there's just something about this character where players can be on the money. Conversion as well, trying to jump out. And we're go for that restand situation. Fatal blows in play for Ninjakilla again. If he can land it clean, confirm.
Dragon is like on the cusp. He's like less than 1% away from his own fatal blow. Oh, now he's there.
That's going to put him there.
Elder God.
See if he has the opening here. Oh no! The raw forward just to catch you ducking. But when Liu Kang's in that position, it's so scary. His grabs are some of the most effective in the game thanks to Crushing Blow. His mids are so confirmable.
You know what we said about going into round 3 if you haven't used any Crushing Blows as Liu Kang? Uh-oh. That is exactly where we are. It is party time for Ninjakilla right now. Dragon has to be impeccable on defense.
Well, in the recent patch, let's not forget Cetrion, her far teleport costs 2 bars of defense. Now down 2. Say goodbye to your teeth.
And that's huge. To get that defensive bar out of Ninjakilla, it means that Dragon can now be more aggressive and not worry about it. Just take the damage where he can.
Scary position from this range. Have to be really careful. Low fireball, good chunk of damage. Natural barrier.
Only optical punish, but
only just.
Yeah, a little bit too short range.
Oh! Oh no! The down 2 again! Other plans for that. Dragon's not going to go for the breakaway. Tries to save the bar. Potentially a last lifeline, but that one hurts. That one hurts so good. Ninjakilla now 2-0 up on Beast Coast Dragon, and it's a calm game. It's a disciplined game.
And that's why I like watching these two gentlemen players, because you're guaranteed this kind of quality, right? You're not seeing just 2 guys just, you know, banging rocks together and hoping for the best, right? You have 2 of the smartest players in the community, and you're guaranteed good games. It's like I said before, though, the issue is they are both so good at the game, but Ninjakilla definitely does tend to come off better when they play. So that's kind of more of what we're seeing right now, right? There have been 2 very good games, but ultimately Ninjakilla is taking it again. And you know Dragon doesn't want that to be the case.
However,
but he
Dragon
has to turn it around right now or it's too late.
He's in a tricky position. He has no choice but to get 3 games back-to-back on someone who's just 2-0'd you very comfortably. It's quite a tall order. We'll see if Dragon's able to use the knockdown to guarantee a teleport out. And that is what I was getting at earlier on before I was interrupted by the Crushing Blow. Was just Cetrion had the game. She had to spend 2 bars of defensive bar to escape the corner now, which means that Cetrion players, they kind of have to look for some more quirky and innovative ways to escape a corner without spending all your meter.
It just don't work the same anymore. Oh, that was a really important breakaway from Dragon.
Oh, tagged by the low. A way of interrupting the gap, baiting you into trying to flawless block or press a button. And this is just a mauling from Ninjakilla now. Match point on Dragon. And we're 1 round away from the dream matchup.
Cleanest offense in the biz, and this is why it's
flawless
really difficult. A Dragon doesn't have 2 bars of defense, so can't physically teleport out even if he wanted to. And Ninjakilla, okay, slowly moving up to a sledgehammer.
But I feel like in this matchup, it's a game of damage. Dragon has the range advantage, but no, that flying kick was 1000% a reaction. And now Ninjakilla.
Oh no, oh
down.
no.
Oh, the confirm. Clean damage. And a knockdown. Escape failed. This is terrible news.
So Ninjakilla's doing Liu Kang combos that have existed before he was born.
Insane. Imagine that. These whippersnappers that are just so godlike. But this is scary now for Dragon. Doesn't want to get grabbed. Doesn't want to get hit. Oh no! Oh, barely alive. This is the last lifeline for Dragon. Has to pull out a miracle now. There's no time left.
Oh, I mean, he's got a fatal blow. I don't want to say it's impossible. Big teleport. Dragon finds the perfect moment. Spends the fatal blow, absolutely worth it, and steals the round right from underneath Ninjakilla.
That was a needle in a haystack teleport. The perfect time. Frames later, that would have been blocked. Perfectly played from Dragon. Fatal blow is going to be gone, though, and that is quite the thing to lose going into a final round.
Lose the fatal blow than the set,
again,
though.
Twice! Here we go! Grabs. Tries to tech, but remember, grabs, not so easy to deal with if you're trying to press a button to tech. And there's the push back. Dragon riding momentum, tries to confirm.
That is exactly what we're seeing right now. This is momentum from Dragon. He's had some big brain reads, and it has led into this just absolute sequence.
You have to watch out with the natural barrier, putting yourself minus. That's a confirm, but again, no counter hit, so there's no launch. Have to amp. Oh, the patience! Ninjakilla's ready for the teleport. Oh my, a grab again. Good situation for Ninjakilla here. He's got so much bar, he has everything ready to go. And we're going to get even more worried now. Fatal blows in play. 1 single confirm. That's why he's sticking it out. Oh, the launch!
Yo, the high, the knowledge. Dragon's still willing to do that?
Full screen game. the wake-up roll just to get through. This is the last chance Ninjakilla really has. If he gets one clean confirm, this will be a 3-0. He tries! He tries, but remember, Fatal Blow armor does not work the same way it used to.
I do feel like that would have worked pre-patch as well. That was just so good from Dragon to know that he didn't have to worry about just the reactionary Fatal Blow there.
Before the patch, armor existed on frame 5, and now, I mean, it's small. It takes longer for the armor to become active.
Doesn't sound like much, but in those exact situations, it makes a big difference.
Count the frames, baby. It matters a great deal at this level of play. But so far, Ninjakilla off to a pretty good start for damage. Dragon, oh no, not again.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing because Dragon just used bar to teleport in place. He went for another one of those kind of like fake outs. And this is the adaptation, right? This is when two players of extremely high level begin to adapt to each other. Dragon made two massive plays off of just teleports at the perfect time.
Oh, wow. You want to down to me? I'll do the same thing back.
Dragon going in for big damage here. But we saw before, Dragon got two massive plays off the back of just two neutral teleports at perfect timing. Dragon in this game started things off by teleporting in place. You know he's trying to bait Ninjakilla into expecting, like the exact same kind of thing right there, right? He's trying to bait Ninjakilla into pressing buttons, because you can punish the teleport if you appear behind him. If you stay in place, you just make him whiff buttons. But Ninjakilla's not biting.
Button for button here. Have to be so careful. Both players, the grab. Oh no!
Just enough. And Ninjakilla finds himself on another match point.
He's having a fight for it.
Round 2.
By no means is this easy, but Dragon back to the wall, waits for the jump in, just sniffs out the over-aggression. But no, the teleport.
Yeah, that was a counter hit. It wasn't even a punish.
Pressing buttons here.
Dragon was getting a bit greedy, trying to press after the teleport. But I mean, Ninjakilla hasn't been pressing every time, so I definitely understand why you think it worked.
Now, the natural barrier doesn't have as much of a...
Right there,
yeah,
right there.
But Ninjakilla doesn't overcommit to the full string. Like, he has these quick reactions. If it's not as punishable, no, bicycle kick. That's bad news. Dragon has no choice but to make another pretty difficult comeback in this situation. It's always possible, but it's going to be tough.
Dragon really trying to make the most of these long-range buttons. It's one thing Cetrion does have over Liu Kang in just the absolute stand-up neutral. Just standing one goes a lot further than his.
Oh, wow.
That was dangerous.
Absolutely. That could have been an interruption and a half. Right, take some plus frames. Here comes the low to punish. Very punishable.
Dragon. What a punish.
Knowledge. Remember, you can duck the amplify on the low shot. Walking into these boulders right here.
Most likely trying to flawless block them. Get rid of that chip, take away some of that advantage. But
Wait a second, Dragon. Dragon is fighting back, Mustard, and then some. One more round, and we're going to tie this thing
match
up.
point time after time, and Dragon just refuses to die. He wants that winners finals. He can taste it. One round away from tying things up. That's it. That's all it takes.
There's one hell of an opponent in his way now in Ninjakilla, though, who is going for those short ups. He's really looking for like the Hell's Wrath and those arcing projectiles to just whiff nicely. But the interruption, unbreakable. Yes, indeed. Decent chunk of damage into position there for Dragon. Jumps into a fireball, but that's all right with the health he's got so far. And Ninjakilla, he doesn't overextend. At this level of play players, they rarely stick out full strings if they know wake-up roll's a thing. It's just not worth it. Stick out the individual button and confirm it if it comes out. If not, stay safe. But now Dragon again. Damage here and there, but he will consistently be out-damaged by Liu Kang outside of crushing blows. Goes for the play once more. Has to hold his turn. Scary situation. Back to the wall and no bar for a bar teleport.
Look at the patience from Dragon. He is not pressing anything. Individual buttons. Floors block. Ninjakilla the grab. Good stuff.
And sending far away, which is what we want. Dragon using it as a chance to fly out the corner. Fatal blow. It's locked and loaded. Oh no! Watch out! This is scary now. Ninjakilla. One clean opening, and this is game over.
And that's not going to kill, but it's going to be chip territory. That last breath might save him. One more opportunity, and there's the bar spent double. Dragon brings it back 2-2.
This is ridiculous. Come on now, Dragon. One more game, and you know there's going to be a lot of energy.
I am so happy that he brought it back. Because this is a match that most of us are expecting to see at like every tournament, and it's usually here, right? Winners side top 8, Dragon, Ninjakilla, like, yeah, of course it's here. But no one wanted to see this be a 3-0. But not only is it not a 3-0, we might have a reverse 3-0.
Only at the World Finals, Final Combat 2020. Come on. First hit and first blood's going to go to Dragon. Ninjakilla. They've kept character and variation all series long, and that, I think, it really shows the confidence. This is less about the matchup and more just about player versus player right here. He's going to get a knockdown. What's the pressure? Getting hit individually. That's an easy confirm, though. A bit more momentum heavy than we've seen in previous games. Ninjakilla much better for him now. Dragon looking for a whip punish. Oh, no!
That was a huge surprise. Another bar spent. That's now 2. Ninjakilla. Oh, the flawless block! You hate to see it, but no damage to kill, and Dragon finds the moment.
There's surely no chance he makes this comeback. Maybe. Surely there's no chance.
Don't say never. He's got a fatal blow. I wouldn't write it off.
And with the button, Cetrion.
Oh!
The mobility. This is Cetrion. She's so seen as a zoner, but she has so much more than that. Her footsies are impeccable.
She is a hybrid through and through. When played optimally like this, absolute hybrid.
But
some long-range buttons, good keep away, but you can't win with only one or the other.
He finds himself on match point for another time, but so consistently, Dragon has been bringing the set back, kicking and screaming. Now, they just consistently trade, wait for each other's turn.
The Ninjakilla, he can't lose. Liu Kang's on the Shaolin Monks machine. Look, he's got that support. See the crushing blow.
Oh, I think he heard you. Full combo now. Ninjakilla doesn't quite get the bicycle kick. This might be a costly drop, you know.
Maybe. You hate to see it, but it might just happen.
No damage again. Consistently. Disrespect! The disrespect gives a counter hit. And Dragon, he just wants out. Good damage there from Ninjakilla, back to back. Oh no, this could be disaster.
But that fatal blow, you can never count out a full screen Cetrion with that fatal blow. Least of all Dragon. He's fishing for it. Oh, that could have been a whip punish. Confirmed! Speaking of which, Ninjakilla fights the fatal blow. And Dragon goes down to the loser's bracket.
Oh, it looks like they have gone with the matchup. It does make sense. Tweedy has been grinding almost exclusively Geras for quite a while. One of the premier Geras players out, riding it now. It's going to be Tweedy versus Deoxys. Let's get this one stuck in. Looks like we're in. Oh, I'm going to... Yeah, there we go. We're back. Good to go. Looks like actually Deoxys gets the first significant hit, but it's the patience. What Tweedy's been doing all day is just this fearless use of down one and throw.
Oh, that actually, I think, would have crushing blowed if it was a little bit closer. That's one thing Tweedy has always been really good at, is just fishing for those counter-hit crushing blows, the ones that still exist. Have for a while.
Empty jump down one, and you know why it works, because I empty jump and you're going to try and press, eat this down one into a stolen turn. However, Deoxys has had a fantastic game so far. The flawless block consistently. That flawless block did not exist before the current patch. It was one of the main changes.
That's actually both times we've seen that string, both times Deoxys has flawless blocked. And I want to make sure I point out, Deoxys was one of, if not the best, like Infinite Warden player back when, you know, kind of Evo season about 6 months ago. So you know, if anyone's going to know about how to abuse the changes of the character, it's got to be Deoxys.
That jump was almost a full jump in. The grab's going to be a good start, Tweedy, as long as the fatal blow's ready, but Deoxys, kind of risky there. I didn't want to go for a dash punch punish, tried to just be a little bit more free, but either way, it's going to be around for him all the same, and this is the oppressive nature of Upgraded. You can anti-air, you can interrupt. It's just the price you pay for messing up the execution is a full combo, and sometimes it just ain't worth the damage.
Tweedy gets a big opening here. A late breakaway, most of the damage was already done.
Body splash pressure, but interrupts the stagger. Deoxys snicks it out. Good conversion to knockdown as well. Doesn't quite get the final hit, so there is damage left on the table.
Oh, you see that from Deoxys? The second Tweedy did a body splash at like the most annoying range. Deoxys went for that advancing mid just to get out of the way.
But the conversion from Tweedy.
Look at the damage. This is going to hurt so good.
Crushing blow. Oh, got it. Oh my god, 50%. Come on now. Oh no!
I mean, we were talking about damage. I think we're about to see our own. Yep.
And that's to keep things unbreakable. Keep the damage nice and high.
He's dead. He's like mad dead.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, even before it finishes, he's dead. You should rewind time or something. Nah, that never happened. I don't know what you're talking about.
This isn't rewind, it's Deoxys.
Oh, shut up. However, game one is done and dusted.
I mean, what a perfect way for that to go. A 50% Geras combo, and Deoxys is like, I know a 50% combo. Does it immediately.
I mean, let's not forget, both of these players really made a name for themselves in Injustice 2. And I mention that because Upgraded, the leap pressure, so similar to Blue Beetle, which was Deoxys' premier character pick at the time.
I mean, Upgraded is a bit better than Blue Beetle was, but the mobility is there, right? Clearly doesn't mind playing these high-octane, quick characters.
That looked like a buffer to me. Just in case it connects, and here's the grab. Every time you grab, you put your life on the line. But Tweedy is just so fearless with it. When you whip a grab in this game, you are the most vulnerable you have ever been in any NRS title, but it doesn't stop Tweedy from just enforcing it and getting a full combo for a shovel. It was 2 grabs, and I think
he doesn't care. Tweedy just doesn't care about you. That's the way he plays, right? He enforces that mid, he enforces that throw. It doesn't matter who he plays with, no fear. I have never seen him ever like crumble under the pressure of playing against a specific opponent. He just doesn't let it bother him.
Tweedy said it earlier today. He is in this tournament. Oh, that is an unfortunate breakaway.
And Tweedy had that like clutch last game situation against Ninjakilla. It's just didn't quite win it. But Tweedy has had quite the day. And Deoxys, that super close game against Tekken Master, these are 2 players that have fought tooth and nail to be here.
And now they will fight tooth and nail even more so. Tweedy mentioned earlier today he's looking to take out the big names, and he's every bit confident he can, but the conversion, Deoxys picks up the jump. Hesitant to anti-air, the low. I mean, no damage and very unsafe, but it just makes you fear. Jump-ins are overheads, right? So the low, I mean, it's the mix. It is the eternal mix, and the mix continues.
Speaking of mix, Deoxys is letting those low ground pounds go. One of the only things in Jacqui's toolset that is just straight up unsafe, to the point that you rarely see it, which is probably why we're seeing it work so much.
If it's unsafe and you use it sparingly, it's still a really vital tool to go for. The body splash, throw escape finally comes out from Deoxys, who looks for it. They are going to trade, so it's going to give Deoxys a turn. And there's the tech knowledge. She's so small, she can make some strings with and get a counter hit punish, which is exactly what just happened there, and why Geras players hate this matchup.
But that was counter hit too, because it's an active move. You're going to get those big boy damage combos.
Ooh, what's next? Goes in for that meaty jump. Doesn't want to overextend too much, Deoxys. And again, the gap, the flawless block, the side switch as well. This is a scary position if you're Tweedy. Wonderful throw tech. Oh.
Now this is Chip. Even at this point, Deoxys doesn't even need punishes. He just needs to keep him blocking. Keep blocking. You'll block yourself into an early grave and the dash punch to the chrome dome.
All right.
Geras, that's 2 games to 0 now. Deoxys looking absolutely unstoppable. Not at all surprising to see him with this level of matchup knowledge, right? Deoxys, he was one of the best Infinite Warden players back before Upgraded came out. Of course he's going to know how to abuse this matchup.
Now, this might inspire a character change. I think Tweedy is looking for it. He's going through the roster. He plays a simple and effective Geras. And there's the Baraka.
Did you hear it?
It was Baraka.
Baraka.
His first ever pick. I just think of what happens, and he plays a very effectively but basic Geras game. The moment you have that knowledge to make the main strings that Tweedy uses with, it kind of shuts down that whole game plan. So I think he has felt forced to go for a character
Tweedy
change.
just has that primal Baraka, but it's Berserker.
What?
Okay. Well, question mark.
We might see some tech right here. Berserker Baraka, very rarely used, but dangerous all the same. And there it is. More of that. The damage is pretty insane for this variation, and he should be able to get some combos. Yes. One of the Baraka variations that if he counter hits forward 4-4 can actually get, especially on the end of it.
We don't see very much Berserker Baraka at all, but it is the variation that gets the Blade Lunge, it gets the Baraka Zerka, which is like the flurry, and it gets the leg kebab, which is the low stab. The leg kebab is safe, everything else is not, but there is a mind game between whether you can flawless block them or not. It's a very tricky variation by Baraka normal standards.
However, Deoxys knew that Tweedy was going to come in swinging, and that's it.
Oh no!
The 1-1 whiffs! You hate to see it. Too far away.
He made the right read. It was just a hair's length too far away, and the chip damage. At the very least, Deoxys gets himself in the corner, so Tweedy at least has that, but it's a shame how that all happened off the whiff of the 1-1.
That was highly unfortunate, but nice pickup. And a punch to the jaw. Here comes Baraka. One of the stronger down 2s for the angle alone. Backing up now, has to be really careful. Opened up by the 2-hit, and the breakaway was forced. Having to break away upgrade the Jacqui can be a horrible situation. It just opens up our offense so much. Shuts it down with the forward 2. And there's the leg kebab. It begins. Oh, nearly a chase down. Whoop. What is even going on here? Never-ending pressure, but Tweedy able to find some breathing space. But what do? At any moment, she could pull the trigger on the blast, and you just became whiff punishable.
I mean, one thing that is absolutely going to happen is Upgraded is going to have so much more traditional just standing damage. Like, Baraka hits hard, but a lot of it is crushing low requirement universally. But,
Flawless block!
No!
The tech and the knowledge. This is something Deoxys is familiar with, and caught on the ground. A valiant effort from Tweedy by all accounts, but this time it's going to be Deoxys moving on. I mean, this is a matchup where it's going to be defense versus lightning fast offense, and we're going to see who's going to come off better here. Rewind versus FoxyGrampa loses action of this top 8 for the World Finals, Final Kombat 2020.
One will advance, one will be eliminated. The question is, who is going to be who?
Original big bad boss.
The unproven next generation aspirant.
Allow me to present my qualifications.
That was a dope intro. I've
He
never
used
heard
way
that
more
before.
syllables than she did. Well, just saying.
The older generation, my friend, but now this matchup is going to be upgraded. She is going to leap. She is going to want to have no part in this ground eruption zoning, but the escape failed. Already trying to go for the unpredictable grabs. Foxy goes for the forward grab because the reverse one into corner was way more predictable.
I mean, he literally builds his game around throws or strike, right? He is like the epitome of that playstyle. You know, really kind of forced it to be as prominent as it is now. But the big thing, we're seeing a lot of movement knowledge from Foxy, right? We're seeing every time Rewind is going for like leaps or whatever, that right there, he's going for that big boot, that forward 4, because he's not trying to hit Rewind, he's just trying to move out of the way of the jump, and it's working. Like 3 for 3. That's really smart.
Matchup knowledge right here, but a wonderful tech from Rewind, getting clipped by the 1-1 though. And Foxy has to show so much discipline to not anti-air those jump-ins, because at any moment, she could blow you up for it. And it looks like now it's Rewind's turn, but no, the back 3 connects all the same. And a breakaway, brave breakaway, but with the Fatal Blow in play, all it would take really was a Fatal Blow to start the general momentum. Didn't quite land it, but round 1's going to be Foxy's anyway.
Round 2, fight.
Now Rewind, you know he's the kind of player that's going to adapt. We're seeing Foxy has that very obvious answer. Oh, okay. Foxy has that obvious answer for the leap. I'll be very surprised if Rewind doesn't try and figure out some way around it.
Immediate leap, gets the perfect time to go through the corpse drop. It is going to enforce Foxy to go for a lot more prediction corpse drops there. The close ones just in case the leap, but grease kick as well. It's so many ways Jacqui can get combos in this variation. It's crazy remarkable. Clipped again. Looks like some more. Foxy, I think, just going for the hard reads of the neutral duck, and it's not working at all. Rewind's going to get the second round here.
Crutch Brigade.
Rewind, that is exactly the round he needed. After that first round being so controlling for Foxy. Oh, and Foxy tries to get out of dodge by finishing the string, but Rewind chases him down nonetheless.
Now, this is the scary situation. You just have to wait for your moment to strike. But upgraded, she has 1,000,001 ways to do it. The flawless block again. Really good trade for Foxy, getting a little bit of his meter out. 2 breakaway with punish on the 1-1-4. And here comes that ground eruption, full screen. Back you go. But now Rewind. He's just looking for that magical leap. Foxy waits for it. Oh, threads the needle.
Magic range, gets out of the way with the crouch. Foxy breaks the jaw, see you later, teeth.
But it's not over. This is Jacqui Briggs we're talking about. Damage, Fatal Blows in play. Oh no, clipped. Are we going to see a leap? Oh, it's that. Wow, Foxy, I know you want to leap. How about that? You know what I'm going to say? I don't want to jinx it, but Foxy normally having such a grab-heavy game, he's normally the one that falls victim to the constant down 2s. But it feels like today he's been the one dishing them out instead.
I mean, no, that's actually one thing I've noticed is Foxy is known for playing very by the book, very kind of like by the rules, right? He's very strict, very calculated. But today, he's still playing that way, but he's willing to make these big decisions, right? These big wake-up jumps, these big just hold down and get that crushing blow. And I feel like that might be an element to why he's doing so well today, but does not mean that this is done by any means. Rewind, more than capable of bringing this back. It's been 1 game and a first to 3. We have plenty left to go in this set.
Now, rare sight. You're going to see, I feel like we're going to see less grabs in this matchup purely because the chances of being absolute point blank, it's just less. Rewind doesn't want to put himself in a position to get grabbed here. He wants to be mobile. He wants to be airborne. Oh my. Flawless block on the dash punch. We'll take it. But now commits to the forward 2-4-2 because it just moves Shang Tsung so far away. Hard to whip punish. And now the pressure breakaway being used means you're kind of at the mercy of it. Oh. Rewind tries to be a little bit cute. The reverse grab again, more damage. And now Fatal Blow in play. Cannot count this character out, especially when Fatal Blow's ready to go. Dash punch is the start of it. Can't confirm. Every single hit here could be a confirm if he commits. Hang on a minute. Oh my god, corpse drop.
Oh, the trip guard! There we go, Fatal Blow. The trigger is pulled and Rewind. Actually, will that do enough? It's a couple hits first. This should kill, right? Yeah, he's definitely dead.
Yeah, an early confirm means it's completely unscaled, really. And I got to commend the patience there from Rewind, where Foxy went in, assumingly that was because I've been defensive the whole game, you're not expecting me to go in. That's exactly how the last game ended, was that Rewind I don't think was ready for the jump 3 at all.
Oh, just clipped by the arse end of that ground eruption.
Well, from this range, Foxy, 2 forward dashes. You think you've caught the defensive flow, he just dashes in and grabs you. It really throws off your momentum.
Wow,
Nice.
that's a perfect range. Rewind, recognizing the punish there.
Down 1 to interrupt, stealing a turn back. Tsung getting a couple of % of health back, but commits to a projectile, and that's a jump in. Every time.
Drop combo from Rewind.
Every time Foxy does a single projectile, he is dancing with the devil here. The damage for upgraded is so insane, and Rewind making the perfect reads. Oh my word.
Speaking of which, flawless block comes through again for Foxy. Plus frames. Ooh, short hop.
Looked like a flawless block attempt to me, perhaps. Oh no, the counter hit!
That was really smart because Rewind could see that Foxy had like very clearly mistimed that meaty forward 2. So he just woke up with the optimal punish. Wake up with a crushing low launcher? Absolutely. If you're going to mistime it, you will pay the price. Rewind takes a game back. Now, we might have a really good set on our hands here.
You can see some adaptations. Rewind. He's not being as crazy offensive. He's just looking for the moment. He's trying to catch the rhythm of Foxy's projectiles. He's being wise to it quite a lot, but now the ball's in Foxy's court. He's making the What? Get back down here.
Oh, that was such a quick micro duck. I would argue whether she actually entered a ducking state at all. You know what I mean?
With the grab, that's going to be another one. The damage of these grabs on a perfect read. It looks like a matchup that's a little bit tricky here. She has the answers to the momentum, should be a full combo. But Rewind definitely doesn't deem it worthy to go for a breakaway there. Might start now, fatal blows in play.
Crucial to get that health back here when you're this low. Every percent counts.
And the hard dedication to just dash in and grab again. It is a big payout or a big disaster. You kind of just have to roll that dice and accept it.
Rewind is playing out of his mind so far.
He's
I like
just
the way
he's
he's being so much.
reads.
Yeah, like even though Foxy is like avoiding all the jumps, it's not deterring Rewind because like you're avoiding him, you're not punishing him. And if he hits that leap, he's doing like 300 damage. So of course, like there's no reason not to.
You can see the care. Foxy's having to place a lot of care into every single projectile he throws here. Oh, dash punch. High speed from Rewind so far. No flawless block attempt there from Foxy. He has been quite successful with that so far, but these leaps. Momentum is the magic word in this matchup. Reverse grab into a turn. Foxy has to hold it again. Tries to challenge it with the down 2. Big mistake. And Rewind continuing the pressure. Foxy just wants to get out. But can he? It just feels like Rewind relentless. There's no getting away.
Well, the thing is, like, it's one thing to just avoid the leap every time you're at a distance, but when she's point blank, you are just having to deal with it like the rest of us.
Now, if you're in Foxy's shoes, do you stick with Shang or do you go to a Kung Lao or something else? I feel like the matchup just isn't working.
It's hard to say whether it is clearly a matchup thing, though, because Foxy, he won the first game. It's not been 2 complete blowouts. But the big question is, can Foxy keep up? Because playing Shang Tsung in this matchup clearly requires you to be like absolutely playing at your just perfection, right? You have no room for error. One projectile gone askew, and you get jumped in on, and you take like 300 damage. You have to be flawless blocking. You have to be doing all this really difficult stuff. The question is there a character you can pick in his arsenal that maybe isn't as quite high maintenance but can still get the job done? But then Rewind plays many characters, so what's to stop him from just changing should Foxy manage to tie things up? You have so many questions to ask and not enough answers in the heat of the moment.
Well, Foxy, he's going to ride the wave with Shang Tsung to the bitter end. We'll see if he's going to be able to adapt here in any way. But so far it's Rewind, who's just been in full control all the way through, and it looks like, again, history's just repeating itself. He's point blank, and that's where he's going to stay.
And the reactions, there's no way Rewind's not going to get locked on that overhead.
Nice little micro dash underneath the jump in, but Rewind answering back with an immediate dash punch.
Oh, hits him, but wasn't confident in the ground eruption.
So this is a scary position for Foxy. Going to be quite the miracle comeback to make. Has to hold all of this, and grabs, I mean, they become extremely dangerous when you're this low on life, and now it's going to be either hit, match point for Rewind, and he's just riding all the momentum. This matchup is so heavily focused on Rewind, looking for that one opening and just sticking to him like glue. He's playing the matchup perfectly so far. Foxy just has no room to breathe.
Oh, just try to just raw jump from point blank. Rewind, he wants to end this now. He's got somewhere to be. Oh wow, just a straight up slap on that forward two. Such a long range punch.
If he can ultimately just keep that looked like a bait to me. Going
Yeah, he did the short one. That was really smart.
And he did the short leap, and he cancelled it immediately. He is wise to this plan, but no breakaway for Rewind means this one's going to hurt 37%. But Rewind, a leap, a dream, and a fatal blow can totally win this round still. Foxy doesn't want to overcommit. Oh no!
Especially if he threads the needle and gets over the ground eruption.
Here he goes. Scary times here if you're Foxy. The low. Rewind, risking it all. But all he needs now is one clean opening. Foxy defending for his life. But all it takes now is one clean hit. Oh no, just like that!
Wait, was that a trade combo? That looked like a trade combo. That was hype. That actually might be it. I think Rewind's taking it. That was so clean. Rewind. 3-1. Eliminating FoxyGrampa here in this top 8. What a display of knowledge.
Right. And Kombat made it in as the final qualified player for the entirety of Final Kombat.
I'm going to say Kombat 3-2.
And he has more than really proven his worth in this tournament bracket. He has gone through the gauntlet. He remains in the bracket right now. This is the later stages of the tournament. Players battling out for top 4 status.
Dad,
Let's get this started.
Whoa, Jacqui Jacks, I was kidding.
You'd better hope so.
Oh damn, Sizzle, we missed some context. Let's not go down that rabbit hole.
Well, either way, we're kickstarting things. It is going to be Outtake versus Upgraded. A matchup that we were more than ready to see. These two variations.
This is 100% what I thought we'd see.
Oh, this is top 2. These are the best 2 characters in the game without question right now, with just how much they bring to the table. But so far, both players really feeling each other out. Looks like the damage has kind of been in Kombat's favor so far, but that might only last so long. Upgraded has been on quite the tear today. The grab coming forward again. Kombat with a comfortable start here in round 1. Corner pressure. Oh, that's where Cage wants you to be. Full combo.
Dude, that's not so much damage. Not quite enough to get the kill, but it will be damn close as Kombat takes the first round in this losers quarterfinal here in this top 8.
Fight.
It'll take a while to get some of this momentum going. Tries to answer back for the leap, but a little bit too slow on the mark. A wonderful throw tech. The down 3 just to steal the turn away. Escape failed. And that's because Kombat, with his back to the wall, went for a forward grab. It's the next level of throws at this level of play. Go for the unpredictable option. Back to full. We're just straight back to mid-screen. In the blink of an eye, here we are again. Walk up grab. The mini mids that Jacqui brings to the table.
It's the sweet spot. It's where Johnny Cage wants to be. He has the range advantage. He can go in for those punishes, all the in-between.
We're going to get a full screen situation again. But no, there is no full screen that Kombat wants any part in. No force balls to be had. He wants to be point blank. He wants to end this game right now. But here comes Deoxys.
I mean, he has a fatal blow. It's possible. Oh, you see him backing up, trying to bait something out of Kombat on Wake Up. But now chip damage, a very serious threat. But there we go, the buffer from Deoxys. Perfect spacing.
Buffering buttons in this game, doing it from a range where the only way they'll come out is if they hit. And if they hit, you can just buffer the max damage option, and on whiff, nothing happens. The instant blow, the tricky stuff from Deoxys, and the comeback.
I mean, I'm not surprised he made the comeback because it's Deoxys, but it's still damn impressive. He was so far behind on life. I mean, yes, it cost him his fatal blow, but absolutely worth it. 1000%.
But now Kombat fighting back, sticking out those lows once again. Rising star out of nowhere. Hello. Woo. Again, 2 times in a row. Doing some respectable damage at the same time. Rising star. The strength of it is that it's safe on block if you amplify it. There comes the pressure. Restand situation. Deoxys.
On the micro duck.
You barely even saw the duck come out.
That was like Neo dodging bullets in the Matrix levels of microduck.
Trying to tell you that when you're ready, you won't have to. All right. Oh, no. No, the execution error. Could have been a lot more punishing than it actually was.
That scooping jump punch as well from Johnny Cage. Kombat to make his jump-ins really ambiguous.
And now here we go. Looking for the force balls. Again, airborne, back-to-back blasts.
And again, you see it.
Oh, watch out for the whiff, mate. That one was close. Both players. Oh, nice and weak with the confirm.
Oh,
so
my
goodness. The clutch coming out from Kombat. Johnny Cage, the original fatal blow cancel character, still has those crispy conversions.
I mean, you said it, right? That was a clean confirmed combat. He went for that knee into the cancel. You know he was looking for just that to at the very least be blocked. Saw it hit, saw that Deoxys had jumped and was ready to convert. That was perfect.
Looks like they're going back in again. I know we could potentially try and lower those health bars, but the reality is this is late in the tournament, no interruptions.
I mean, yeah, it's a shame that the graphics obviously are overlapped, but we're Final Combat. We are absolutely in the later stages. We do not want to take these players out of the zone.
Under no circumstances, but there's an immediate confirm again. Deoxys. All right, yeah, we're just going to cash out some damage almost immediately and remove it from play.
That might be the first time I've ever seen that interactable comboed into. I legitimately can't think of a single time. Oh, the pickup. Rising Star. It's good.
No need to amp it yet, though. The bar, really important. Staggers the individual hits. Those kind of single hits, I mean, if you stuck to the string, great, but if not, have to just roll with it. Take the plus frames or anything you can get. The grab's going to connect again. Oh, so many highs. Deoxys, just in case he sticks out a string, it's not worth trying to whip punish unless you walk right into it. And it's that patient game. Very minimal force balls will come out from Kombat, because again, all it takes is one touch. Kinda like this. And there it is. A round down again. Deoxys going to take it.
That's exactly why you're going to be seeing Kombat being careful to throw these projectiles. You throw one at a bad time and Jacqui has just jumped all up in your face and you've lost like 30% of your life into a situation you don't want to be in.
Now this is that scary moment. Watch your toes. Gonna get clipped. Here comes some of that damage again. The flawless block on the anti-air, but no meter to up 3 or up 2.
Oh, speaking of flawless blocks, yes, Kombat responds in kind. There's a thing or two about that himself. And this is a big leap for Kombat to have throw tech, but even at this point, even like the % or 2 of damage is enough for Kombat to keep the lead going. Try to anti-air, but a little bit too late. Oh, was that a drop from Deoxys or trying to bait on the breakaway, I wonder?
Try and sometimes get damage.
No.
Yep. Unlikely Deoxys is going to use breakaway there. I mean, the reality to make a comeback, yes, the fatal blow's in play, but it deemed a bit more useful going into the next round with more resources. And now everything we need, the clean blast into the air, breakaways forced. Again, Kombat not in a good position. You don't want to be out of defensive bar against Jacqui, because this happens. Oh my, all over the shop. Deoxys just flying in from here, there, and everywhere. Kombat trying to fight back, but down over half life. And we've only just started the round. And it's the pressure over and over. Instant jump into the low. It's just so risky to block a low when the jump-ins come as often as they do. Oh! Uh-oh. Could have definitely been potentially more damage on the table. Signs of potentially Kombat being a bit nervous. Max range dash punch into the crushing blow, and that was a swift way to turn it around.
Yeah, Deoxys looking good. Yeah, it looks. I think the players are now being told about lowering the health bars. Happy they let the match rock though, as opposed to just like taking them out of it. We're going to be going and sorting that out most likely. But still, one game apiece. This is exactly what we're expecting to see. You know, that we have seen game 5s all day, and that's to be expected when you get to this level of competition. But still, it has been pretty incredible.
There's a minimal amount of the force balls coming out from Kombat. This is normally a variation that you see picked because of the zoning, because of the ranged game. But Kombat, it's honestly, not really that kind of matchup he wants to play. He wants to have the safety and the damage, yeah, but it's all about Rising Star, having that kind of poke up close that you can do safe. Yes, you can make it whiff if you have the matchup knowledge, and in certain situations it's not safe. But Kombat, he's really going to put himself in those positions. This is as close as I think we expected.
But that's the thing, whenever you watch Kombat play, like, I don't think he really cares about the force balls. Like, yeah, he will use them, but I definitely think he's playing this variation for Rising Star. So you have to remember, the reason that's such a big deal for Johnny Cage is it's effectively like his fast mid, right? It's safe on block, there's no gap when you amp it.
But almost immediately, Deoxys has other plans. And it kind of makes total sense. Your choice is to go in almost immediately. She is a rush-down queen. It's the entire reason you pick this variation. Tries to flawless block, but the whiff. Kombat doesn't want to overextend. The grab's going to be good. Full screen again, but that's only going to last for so long against a character like this. The force ball's coming out at a safe range, but just like that, he's waiting for the jump in. Kombat, Rising Star, chip by chip so far. Both players on similar meter at the same time. And very few grabs. All about those buttons. Taking it in turns, you know, one after the other. I press, you press.
That kind of just to reset to neutral, but then again, oh, okay. Oh, wow, that clean interruption from Kombat. Just make you wonder. You can see it again, there's the bait, the flawless block. Deoxys was ready for it.
Oh, that's genuinely surprising. Even more surprising that Deoxys did not amp that grease kick. He had the bar for it. That would have been a full combo, and with the health that are left, who knows? Maybe it would have been a little bit more. but the choice isn't going to be his. Fatal Blow comes out, and Fatal Blow being used here means no cancels are available later.
Fight.
I feel like, even though it won the first game, it's not been the most important thing. I feel like in this kind of matchup, you just want to take the round. Yeah, lose the cancel, sure, but at least you get the round on it. And I know on Kombat, he's been so good at just those standing jabs to interrupt all this dash. Or this jump stuff from Deoxys, which has been so useful. It's hard to do that too. You have to just make the decision that she's not going to go for that double air shot in the air. And if she does, obviously, like exactly there, that was Deoxys calling out that standing jab that Kombat's been going for. He expected Kombat to interrupt, he was right on the money, and he punished him for it.
Bit of a funky wake-up situation there from Kombat, maybe trying to chase down a preemptive leap, but at this health, Deoxys does definitely need to be worried. One of the last bars of amp's going to get spent. By the time this round's over, we're definitely going to get at least one more back. There it is for Kombat, who's just looking to close things out. Rising Star comes out, a clutch breakaway from Deoxys, but at this point, it might not be enough. Oh, you're going to try and go for the overhead on me? Eat this down one. Both players, smiles all round. I mean, these are two players that have a lot of fun with the game, especially when they're against each other. They're two, young bloods, very high execution. Play a million miles
They're
an
very
hour.
much cut from the same cloth when it comes to like the modern community, and I'm not at all surprised to see them like play this well, but also still be somewhat lighthearted about it. But I can guarantee you, beneath those smiles, there are absolute seriousness. They haven't come this far just to lose here and lose as quarters.
But it looks like it's real. Side switch back to mid-screen and a high damage at the same time. A down one squeezed out to strong armor turn in. Kombat's going to get it. And the meter completely identical. Oh, potentially some flawless blocks coming out. Another confirmed nut punch. And that's a breakaway. Expensive way to avoid damage, but Deoxys has no choice but to do it. Oh, anti-air again. Something Kombat has not been shy of, consistently knocking upgraded out of the air like that. Another hit the whip!
Oh my goodness. Not only plus frames, but Kombat tried to catch Deoxys and he jumped. And the fact that he jumped kept him able to punish Kombat.
2 bars of offense spent to keep the Fatal Blow, a worthy trade. And now it might help Deoxys in what might be the final round for him going into this next game. Definitely needs to get this win to tie things up. Kombat's the one in the lead, but he's clipped again.
I mean, I did say I was expecting to see a game 5, and this is exactly why.
But now Kombat's fighting back. Not going to let him get it that easily, but a confirm again. Watch out with your stick out. Launch 3, 4. Nice amount of optimization there. Tries to down 2. Desperation down 2 from Kombat. And the immediate duck. This was not his game.
You say he was, it's not quite over yet.
Okay.
The Fatal Blow is spent, and that's going to do a big chunk. Now all Kombat needs is one good confirm into nut punch, or a grab and a little bit more. Absolutely can make this work, but it's going to be tough. Deoxys has that Fatal Blow.
Oh! The wake-up neutral jump, shout out to Dan Forden. Oh my god, that was clutch at the last minute. The wake-up jump.
Dan Forden came out, gave Kombat the strength he needed, takes the round and goes into match point.
Fitting, really. For the wake-up neutral jump, I think that was just signs of nerves. But what wasn't nervous was that neutral duck on the dash punch. Unfortunately, she takes after her dad in that respect. You hate to see it, but here comes the full combo. All right, the knockdown into corner pressure. This is where Jacqui wants to be. Another grab. The snowball effect begins here for Kombat, who's just content to sit there and block. He takes his chance to get a grab, and it's a forward throw. Doesn't want to be too predictable.
Okay.
But speaking of grabs, here comes another one.
Yeah, Deoxys, he's looking good to take this game, but he did last time, but there's the flawless block, completely misses. But not deterred, Kombat goes immediately in for the grab.
Kombat,
the big whip with a punish! Off with his head, I say! And game 5, we are on the way.
This is always coming down to just that last final decision. Back to fighters like this is either to change character, which I do think is unlikely, more just to reset some time. Players at this level, they'll go back to character select. They'll go with the same characters and the same variations. This is just to like not give your opponent too much momentum. Wait, what?
He shook his head. I mean, Deoxys plays a lot of characters, and this is game 5. Like, this is one game territory. We're officially playing for one match and one match alone.
Kombat knows how to play the entire cast at the same time. He's having a good hard think about it. There are so many picks you could potentially
who have we
do.
seen Kombat play this season alone, right? We've seen him play Geras, pretty much all the variations of Geras. Johnny Cage since day 1. We've seen Shang, we've seen Baraka, we've seen Cetrion. Kombat he plays a lot of characters. What can I say? But it looks like he's going to be going back to it. I imagine it's still outtake.
When someone's feeling momentum, sometimes you just need to take it away from them. And if that goes into the realms of character select, then so be it. Yeah, Kombat's going to go back to outtake the immediate dash-in grab. And we are indeed in our final game situation. This is losers, so one of these players is going home.
Kombat did that? Just raw shadow kick? He is trying to send a message for this last game.
That's it, Kombat. He's the perfect blend of natural skill and just the largest risks you've ever seen. He's just not afraid. He plays with his heart on his sleeve, and it's reflected here. Here comes the down three, steals a turn. Deoxys gets a grab, which could be the start of disaster. Clipped it again, dash punch conversion. Any damage is good damage in this position. And he's fine back, clips the low. Watch your feet again.
This is all guaranteed damage too. That life lead even further put forward. Deoxys gets the throw tech. Safety of the rising star. Kombat still very much in the lead.
But this is Jacqui.
Oh my god, that was clutch.
Any other character would have fallen victim to it, but the fatal blow in play. Deoxys can still make this comeback at any given moment.
One hit. One hit.
Oh,
One hit,
no.
and the fatal blow will do it. One hit. Deoxys is absolutely not out of this. Oh, that could have been it.
Going in for the leap, the risky stuff into the low, and the low 2 times in a row. Match point for Deoxys.
Deoxys, he is throwing the kitchen sink at him at this point. He is pulling out all the stops.
What
This
an insane
offensive upgrade is just so dangerous.
But making a comeback like that, it starves momentum. It puts Kombat immediately on the back foot. He has to shake that off, but he gets hit by the leap anyway.
Stanford comes back again. Uh-oh, big hit. Breakaway, has to come out.
24% after a breakaway, though. I mean, that's still damage you don't want to take in this situation. Deoxys, anti-air, the clean from Kombat. Gets a combo drop, though. That might be bad news. Commits the whole string anyway. It is going to hit its mark. The low has had a 100% success rate.
Second bar spent it is Deoxys. Restand, and the kick, but no bar to kill. But it's so close.
Goes in for the jump in. This might shred the health and the dash punch. At the last second, we went all the distance there. But it's going to be Jacqui. It's going to be Deoxys doing UIU proud and then some. That was a crazy good series.
And it's going to go to Rewind or Dragon.
Man, I mean, this is just a matchup of Rewind who's hungry. He's hungry for this win, but so is Dragon. Dragon extremely prepared for the Jacqui Briggs, that's for sure. The matchup he studied for the hardest. Looks like that's going to be the matchup for another time. But Dragon, he's going to play that range game, keep Jacqui away.
I stood with Shinnok, Cetrion. I stood for nature's balance. Still counts as taking his side.
Okay, here we go. Both players battling out for top 4. Beast Coast Dragon, UIU Rewind. Who's going to take it? Best of 5.
Immediately starting things off with that whiff punish. One of the many advancing mids to worry about. And there it is again, back to back. That's going to be half-life gone.
Oh
no, dropped the ender. That's unfortunate.
That is, the hard bit was done. And then the final section. Problem is, Dragon has taken a lot of damage already. And this is Rewind's aggression. 2 drops in a row, but this one results in a punish and a loss of
Dragon
position.
opting to save the crushing blow as well. Could have taken bigger damage, but no doubt sees that breakaway. Kept it grounded, but there's a big hit for Rewind.
They're going to jump in. Natural barrier, so active. An amazing anti-jump tool. Oh! That's 2 times now. Dragon has gone for a poke, and Rewind has just got that perfect jump in at the right time. Dragon,
that's it, right?
He's going to have to be careful.
You can fight characters with like traditionally foolproof anti-airs, but if you time it right and you go for that blast, you're probably going to hit any button in the game. It's so dangerous.
A nice conversion into Geisa. Guaranteed teleport just to get out of the corner as well. And it's less about pressure, more about Dragon just trying to keep this full screen game. You don't want to let upgraded anywhere near you. You know, we've been seeing why all tournament long. But Cetrion has more options than most at keeping her away. Interaction into big damage. Nice little chunk of change right there, but now another conversion. That's where she wants. No anti-air. Very risky to anti-air a Jacqui Briggs, and it is why she's so scary. You have answers for what she does, but if you miss that execution, or she baits you, you're taking a ton of damage.
Oh, Dragon trying to backdash to get out of the way, and there's a perfect punish. The round is going to go to Dragon.
Raise your aspirations.
All right, going to be dominant either way so far in game number 1.
Yo, that trophy though. I feel like we haven't talked about the trophy enough today.
I mean, I can't
That's
even
like
begin
super heavy.
I can't even begin to describe how heavy that thing is. It's horrendous. I don't even know if any of our players can even lift that thing, but
They will surely try.
a conversation for about an hour from now, I suppose, is now. Oh, right in the face. Get out of it. Presses on. Yep. Already Rewind actually going through the blast just to make sure his jump doesn't get trip guarded. Should Dragon get up nice and quickly, but the plethora of mids make the grabs really scary. This is a terrible situation for Dragon. The low again, and keeping the side, so Dragon hasn't even got the screen to work with. Again, the damage is insane, and this is looking kind of bleak here. Grease kick,
wow, yeah.
shoes up.
That was perfectly calculated by Rewind to do not only just enough chip, but to also plow through last breath should it be there. Really well played from Rewind, taking that first game.
But it's one he had to fight for. But it's what Rewind is bringing with this Jacqui is just a sixth sense for when to go in. He's had to just get through a FoxyGrampa's Shang Tsung with that just minefield of ground eruption. Now he's having to go up against Dragon, the best Cetrion, all about the range
Who has
game.
been winning against upgraded players all day.
Yet somehow Rewind is finding that magic moment consistently to just get in and stay in. But
And
now
again, that is already like the 5th or 6th time we've seen Dragon do that in this set alone. Just that hard, just duck under a high and then just punish accordingly. It's hard to do that, especially at this level of play. Dragon finds the opportunity over and over and over again. Now that's a big thing in the matchup. That ground pound is a low in the air, that upgraded does. It is one of the few things in her kit that is straight up, if you block it, she dies. But because it's a low and it's used so sparingly by people, it's not being blocked, it's hitting every time. And which you know is putting that seed of doubt in the player's mind when they face off against it. Oh, wait, what?
I mean, she's at full 360, right? Spinning around.
She is spinning right round, of course.
I wouldn't be surprised if her active frames are across her entire body during that. Right, no punish. Rewind had the right idea. Dragon, backdash.
Oh, breakaway from Rewind. He thinks he can take the round. Oh, and he might have...
No! He had the right idea and he got the opening.
Also, I like that ender from Dragon, just putting a Rewind full screen straight away. Start the round with the positional advantage. Absolutely.
Round 2.
Oh, right, what's he going to do from this? Dragon's in the
Oh
best
my
case.
God.
The perfect read. This is
That was
now
so
going,
good.
It's going from Rewind making the perfect chance to go in to Dragon sniffing it out and punishing it. That's now twice he's got it. Speaking of punish, though, clean opening there from Rewind. Needs a poke for his troubles. Health free even, the nice anti-air there from Dragon. And this is a bit of a back and forth right now. Another button press. This time it's going to be good. Dragon just sticking out one button too many at the wrong time in game 1. Not seeing the same thing at all in game 2.
The big thing is Dragon's just able to keep the distance. I feel like in the first game we were almost just point blank most of the time, whereas Dragon's actually finding space. As hard as it is to do against a player like Rewind and a character like Jacqui, it's managing to get the distance, but now back to the wall.
Rewind.
Oh no.
Yeah, his execution failed him for most of that round, but the important thing, he wasn't punished, he didn't get a poke, he didn't have to give up his turn, and he eventually 3 hits for the price of 1. And he's not going to complain. Decent damage, but it's not over.
Dead.
He still has to get in. The natural barrier, Dragon, get off me. Tries to bait. I mean, I respect the attempt. I totally respect it. Fatal Blow was in play. If he just got the opening Geyser, that would have been round.
Final round. Fight.
Definitely seems to be a matchup of the space though. If Dragon has screen space to work with, he can absolutely make it work, but back to the wall, point blank. This looks like a rough one to deal with.
These grabs will just put the biggest spanner in the works. You think you're confident and content taking all this Jacqui pressure, and then she eventually grabs you. That was a nice answer. The active frames of the down 3. Oh, the punish. Straight back into the corner. Wonderful throw tech there from Dragon. Opened up though, it's just damage. This adds up chunk by chunk, especially this late on in the round. The leap just to reposition. Rewind. Fully in the driver's seat again. He doesn't have to give up his turn though. We'll see if Dragon can get anything from this. The leap, too good. The flawless block, but too risky. No, the jump whips! That could have been the game!
Okay, Dragon. Comeback has to start now. He has Fatal Blow. He can absolutely do it with one good confirm. At this health, it's not going to quite kill, but it will get close. He's fighting back. No! Oh, wait, what?
He commits to the whole string just to reappear. Oh, God, Rewind. He's had this game won 3 times now.
Oh, and it would come down to the ground pound, wouldn't it? And you can see from Dragon the head shake and then the nod of acknowledgement. It's like, damn, I can't believe it.
Rewind is playing with his heart on his sleeve. He's going so guttural with his reads. He just feels like the time is right to go in. He's been right most of the time. And this is a matchup that Dragon, he's spent all day taking out upgraded players, and he's made it look pretty simple.
You know this is a situation that Dragon would definitely not be happy with. To beat every single upgraded player throughout his bracket of upgraded players all day just to ultimately fall to Rewinds, like, you know he's not going to be happy with that outcome.
But we have to talk about the fundamental point of why there have been so many Jacqui Briggs players in this bracket to begin with. She's good. And if you are a professional player, you got to give yourself the best tools for the job. And if this character's good, ouch, by the way. Wait a minute. Did she just blow through the blast there?
I think so.
Because I'm pretty sure that only crushing blows if she absorbs a projectile.
Or, I believe it's that or first hit. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's one of those double barrel ones.
You almost, if that is the case, you almost never see it used in that circumstance.
Although I'm pretty sure the barrier would block the shrapnel.
Well, Dragon's
paper, right?
He's not going to complain about it because now he's in a position now to get a grab. And now rewinds back to the wall. Dragon has to try so hard to just keep him here. Good pickup. And the jump kick at the same time. A little chunk of damage, knocked down. Now from here, the rock. This rock game, leap or not, in this case, it's going to be a leap and enough damage to just
a casual 29% projectile. But only happens if you jump. As the read paying off.
Fight.
Still rewinds, driver's seat, honestly. He's got such a good lead here of games, but Dragon fighting back and still picked up again.
Yeah, that interactable does so much damage. You just seldom see it, so you don't see it every day.
No meter, but still 18% damage for a string by itself. That's not going to tickle at all. There's the lead, chases down the back dash.
Last minute.
I mean, the splash damage of the low ground pound, it will chase down that low nicely.
No, but that's it though. The reason we see the low work so much, remember, like, jump-in attacks on the way down are overheads, and the ground pound is a low every time. So if you do it right before you hit the floor, people are used to seeing characters fly at them, and they stand block on the way down, because it's overhead jump-ins, right? But Rewind has been using that low ground pound to mesh that up so well.
A lot of confidence from Dragon here. We might actually see why.
Oh, hang on a minute. Has bar. There's another one in the tank too if he needs it.
At this stage, Fatal Blow can totally win the game. And that's why Rewind's sitting there holding the pressure. He can afford to take a grab now, but he can't afford the rest. This is going to be it. And the Fatal Blow just for good measure, but that was done with or without it.
A perfect game for Dragon. Quite ironic considering the way the second game went so bad for him was because he was in the corner and was then immediately able to do the exact same thing back to Rewind in such a polarizing way. Now Dragon, he has had people almost make 3-game comebacks against him a couple of times today. He now has to do it to Rewind. Can it be done? Honestly, I don't know, but I want to see it. I really want to see it at the very least a Game 5 because we need to see that here.
One. Fight.
Well, if there's a time for it, it's now. World Finals, there ain't going to be another opportunity for this season. And now with an immediate pickup there from Dragon, keeping things unbreakable as always. Decent chunk of damage into a good situation now. He's pressing forward. And Rewind consistently looking for that right moment. Let's never forget, the female characters, they're a little bit more susceptible to that dash punch crushing blow.
Okay, there's the pickup.
And once more, just looking for his opportunity. Oh, flawless block is going to be good here. Now he's just looking for more bit by bit. Staying down the buttons, Dragon doesn't want to overextend. See how Rewind, he's looking for a whip punish. He's just looking for that one opportunity. Dragon with Fatal Blow just became a million times more scary.
Especially at this health. Remember, Jacqui is that 950 health. This bar is not as big as it looks. Uh-oh. Oh, that could be it. Oh, wow, actually missed. Might be the first time I've ever seen that not connect. Oh, the block of the punish! We see the change. Dragon now ready for the ground pound.
We've pretty much never seen that blocked all day.
I think that's the first time we've seen it.
The one time that low gets blocked, it costs Jacqui the round, and that's why we talk about high risk but low reward. You use it entirely just to throw them off their rhythms, get them uncomfortable on block, because if they block it that one time, it'll cost you the round. That's exactly what happened there.
Round 2. Fight.
Wow, that's a breathing space for Dragon, if anything. And now he's a lot more comfortable. Full screen, Cetrion. Her grabs put her in a great position for the instant jump in. Rewind shades of game 1 where that just consistently hit.
So with punish again from Rewind, looking for it. Oh, big anti-air, Dragon. As soon as he sees that Rewind was like using so much of that bar, the less bar you have, the less likely you are to go for those bursts, because the payout isn't quite the same. Oh, okay.
Rewind looks a little bit shy of the whip punishes here, though. Like, he's looking for them, but he's not quite committing. Dragon is having some pretty unique answers here. The backdash to just try and get out of a dangerous range. Any of the pressure, whip punish, though. Natural barrier's not going to work out. Whiffs the string, but no punish again. A little bit quick to recover on that one. Rewind whiffs a button again. Here comes Dragon. And it's restanding to grab consistently. Rewind does not want to go
like tech attempts in these throws from Rewind. He's just content to just like take the throw and know you'll survive. But now you get lower on health, the more dangerous that becomes.
Dragon knows that he's playing with fire. If he goes in for the air rock, yeah, he doesn't go in for the boulder right there. Going back into a swift character select. This is a turnaround from Dragon. Far more defensive and less susceptible to just being jumped in on with the blast. He's sticking out less buttons at a close range where the jump just becomes a threat.
Cetrion.
Now, what does Rewind do? This is just a mental reset. There's no way he wants to just restart match after a loss like that. You've got to take that momentum away from Dragon.
This is make or break. This is game 5. One of these guys is going home right here, right now. If you have time to speak to your coach, think about changes, or even if you go straight back in and you just want to give yourself a few moments of peace, just think about it. This is the time to do it. You have to remember, there is a serious amount of money on the line. This is the World Championship Finals for Mortal Kombat 11. This is make or break.
Potentially Rewind's last chance here. It is for Dragon as well, but with Dragon winning those games, he's going into this with the most momentum. And momentum at this late in the tournament, that is a great deal, especially in a matchup like this, you know, where you can just get impatient, you can get over aggressive, and Dragon will chew you up for it. Looks like he's going in with Jacqui once more. This is the character he wants to rock with. It's just the final moments where Dragon is just being way too defensive. So hard to crack into.
But an incredible adjustment from Dragon. Nonetheless, we have to remember, he was down 2 games in a convincing fashion. In a matchup, he has been dominating all day.
Okay, so here we go. Final game. Dragon versus Rewind.
Yo,
only
Rewind
one of these
started
players.
it with just a normal jump in too.
Only one of these players is making it through. The other one's going home. This is absolutely make or break. And so far, Dragon has a good start.
See the light.
Back-to-back grab, this time teched. He says, get off me. The natural barrier. Watch it, mate. Uh-oh. The change of momentum. This time it's going to be Rewind. Back-to-back grab, good throw tech. Tries to anti-air, but again, a bit of an odd exchange.
That's actually not the first time that specific string has avoided the blast too. I wonder if that's some more matchup knowledge we've seen from Dragon. Knowing that you can't just blast your way through that one the same way you can most of the other buttons. Oh, and again, catches the blast this time. Just built the bar, but no breakaway. Rewind goes down. Dragon, match point.
This is scary for Rewind. Back to the corner, which means all that real estate for Cetrion. But it looks like so far, Dragon wants to press the advantage.
What
I mean, that's
was
it.
that?
He commits to strings that are crazy active. They move him out of danger, and they're harder to whiff punish, because if they're active and you press it, oh god!
Yo, that's the Jacqui effect. It's really hard for Jacqui to uppercut people's throws, but it's really hard for everyone to uppercut hers too.
All right, this is Rewind.
That
He's
double-edged
hungry.
sword.
He's hungry for this. And he wants to bring it into a final round situation. But Dragon just
Didn't even have the crushing
two.
blow left. Dragon just wants, go away, leave me alone. Oh.
Scary situation, tries to anti-cross up. Doesn't work out though. Uh-oh, Rewind. Has to watch out here. Almost has his fatal blow ready to rock with a dash punch getting
this
met.
is bad. This is bad for Rewind.
Now, can he do it? The wake up 3. Doesn't get scouted out.
No!
The drop! Rewind with a game-losing drop potentially. That's going to be a heartbreaker if Dragon takes this now. Oh no!
And after all that Rewind, that one final drop, I mean, he had fatal blow. I think that would have killed. But wasn't meant to be, and Dragon is able to keep it together on the back of a stressful 3-game comeback.
Of anybody on the planet. So if there is someone here that can do it, it is Ninjakilla, and it is the most prepped for the matchup that we are going to see here tonight, David.
Talk to me about whether they've played each other in this matchup
so,
before.
you know, happened to see these two, just like all of the other finalists here in the world, practicing yesterday, and the knowledge that I saw implemented by Ninjakilla in this matchup, which we're not even going to get to see. All of that means nothing here as Ninja surprises us out of nowhere with an RKO pick of Johnny Cage.
Which matchups did you see them play?
I was looking for Liu Kang versus Joker here, and Ninja only breaking out. You know, Liu Kang here one time throughout the entire tournament. It's been all Liu Kang. We'll see what the difference is going to be since I saw them play last. Sonicfox, of course, coming with Ace of Nades. Joker, you're going to see a lot of setups, a lot of range, a lot of jack-in-the-boxes. Joker here in MK11 happens to bring the biggest arsenal, I think, out of any character I've ever seen besides what we just saw in that Spawn trailer. Are you kidding me?
He's honestly a really fearful opponent. I mean, he's very scary. Great footsies, great mix-ups up close, good damage. Basically everything you want in a character is in this one.
This character was almost designed with Sonicfox in mind. You know, looking at the range, looking at the way this character resets neutral off of every single touch, gapless, and then on top of that, all of the setups, the way to think ahead, to plan ahead, to set all these traps up. jump is
Super
exactly
ready.
what Sonic has tried to do throughout their competitive career.
Well, Sonicfox tried that and immediately ate a shadow kick to the face.
Which is, you know, Ninja has almost the same read that he has with Liu Kang in those situations. With flying kick, just replace it with shadow kick, and it's almost the same.
Right.
And
Extremely fast with punish tool.
And that's what Ninja almost prides himself. I don't know if he prides himself on it, but from the outside looking in, I pride himself on his reactions.
Incredible reactions, absolutely right. A quick little duck by Fox, allowing him to get some damage. Okay, waking up with the button.
No fear whatsoever, and these two
I
very
like
familiar.
this.
Really good placement of that to the close jack in the box and cover the advancement of Ninjakilla, because you know he wants to be aggressive and want to whip punish in between.
I mean, the reactions, we were just talking it up, and you can see exactly why right there. Pretty knocked in the middle.
This is right where we want,
Yeah,
this is right where we want to be with Johnny, taking him to the corner, a.k.a. jail if you're this character.
Yes.
There's a +6.
Advantage, that's right. A very late throw, and yet there's Ninjakilla ready for it. Oh, you can really see Fox is trying to mix up the timings. Okay.
Oh, and how many mix-ups are off of that fatal blow cancel? 2 characters can cancel their fatal blow in this game. We happen to be looking at them. Is there a pattern here?
There you go. Again, neither one taking many risks at all right now.
Has the fatal blow back. Actually could have canceled it again right there. And the call out by Ninja on the down 1. Looked like Fox is going for that forward 1. And a all-purpose tool is that forward 1 range when you see the money on fire come out, just like we saw.
Ninjakilla absolutely ready. Yes, finds it. Damage comes.
Gets the side switch and 378 damage for the effort to jump out of the corner. It could have been a risk. And turning things around here for Ninja.
Yes. Fox is really stuck. He's got to find a way out. I haven't seen it yet. Yes. At least a chance for them to escape. Here it is.
Oh,
how often do you see that?
What a rare drop from Sonic right there. That could have led to not only damage, but the setup afterwards. Goes to the throw.
Yeah, extremely deadly throw.
After the fatal blow, Joker does get a crushing blow on that throw. And 310 damage.
Is Joker ready on the crushing blow?
Oh, wait, this is it?
Oh, that's...
Oh,
ba-bam!
Because it was on cooldown when he grabbed, even though it came back during the animation, still able to pop it. And what a call up between the forward 2 and the 1. Insanity to start off this match.
You can definitely see the respect between the two players, not just in the gameplay itself, but in that kind of response by Fox to getting got with a down 2.
This is the tone set. It was that close, and it came down to a read like that. Again, the reactions out of Ninjakilla, because when I see Joker do a 4-2-1 at me, I'm usually holding it.
Oh yeah, I'm scared.
It's that push to the corner. And this variation does have a mix-up off of that forward 1-4 where, you know, you saw him go for the low option there. Also has the overhead crowbar, which we haven't seen too much of Sonicfox actually get the hits into those crowbars to amplify to try to build a crushing blow that way.
Yeah,
as
we've
well.
actually seen Ninjakilla break out of a couple of those. I think just to save that. Great, and he went underneath. That was sick.
Oh, here we go. If he amplifies 3 of those crowbars, it gives him access to a very damaging crushing blow.
Oh,
the
great duck.
And this does so much damage, and let's put a smile on that face.
It is damage. On the other hand, there's no more of the tricks with fatal blow and the canceling. Well, look, Fox is going to take the round.
At the cost of a health bar, I take it.
Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Crazy.
They're the ones making the good decisions in winners finals.
There's the final combat trophy. I picked that up earlier, and you know, why go to the gym when you can pick up?
That was your workout for the day, absolutely.
I think my shoulder's still a little bit thrown out, if I'm being honest with you. And where are you going?
Quite.
Making it through the jack in the box and loading up one more towards that crushing blow. I believe we're at 2 total. Always got to keep track of those.
That does have an impact on whether there's going to be a low or an overhead.
And once again, he's so good at going between the highs and the mids of strings.
I can't believe the whip punish. That was incredible.
Yeah, I saw it head down. It's got loaded. Next hit will do it.
That's
Meterless
right.
on the ground.
A little bit of an advantage. I love Fox.
Once again, how many times are we going to see it?
Yeah, it's going for the low. But Ninjakilla can make this comeback. Oh, the super late low! And whether it's amplified or whether it was going to be crushing blow no longer matters right there.
A little disappointed that we didn't get to see the crushing blow right there.
Yeah.
One of the cooler animations.
You can't actually amplify it and get the crush.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of players do make that mistake of not knowing where they're at and just naturally ending that anyway because
it didn't matter in that situation though.
Here we go, tied up 1 game apiece, and this has just been how this tournament has gone start to end. If you guys are just now tuning in, this has been, in my opinion, the best Mortal Kombat tournament I have ever seen, with almost half of the matches going to game number 5. 12 of 27, was it, David?
That's correct.
Oh, it's
Wow,
the
that was
jump
super weird.
combo.
Okay.
Look at the hit advantage on that jump.
Oh, huge range on that button. And now amplifying it here, Sonicfox gets a chance for pressure. It's been pretty light. Okay.
And off
Gets a
of those
grab.
things, gets really good Oki as well, but not on that forward throw. But hey, with the health lead, also has some really cool tools to put out on screen to zone with the gunshot. They can put out the amplified Jack in the box.
Yep. Just on cue right there.
Steals a turn there. Jack in the box, about to get another
timing.
one
Oh.
built, and he's
Fox
the
has not been
best.
able to just do that willy-nilly.
Yeah,
Those have been punished.
Ninja's the best in the
Check.
world at micro-ducking projectiles and getting those punishes,
they
and
had the
right
same
back at you,
idea.
they called each other out for it.
And you saw Joker not able to get the kind of shadow kick punish. Yeah, forward one right into it. What a cancel, and Sonicfox takes the round.
And look at that. At the end of the day, what did that cost him, David? Actually, nothing.
No.
Round 2, fight.
That fatal blow going to be going absolutely nowhere. They just start off with a jump kick. About to get some big damage.
The fear.
Twice on the breakaway from Sonicfox. No anti attempt right there. Once that jump kick is active,
Beautiful.
that's about your only option in that exact situation.
Yeah, they were definitely playing around that kind of idea, but Ninjakilla got it.
Very hard to do. You guys watching from home, that is blocking that within a 3-frame window and getting a following input. Very tight stuff, but this is why you guys are the best on the planet, David.
Yeah, it's going to be
I'll save the day.
Sonicfox with pressure.
Ooh, the whole string.
Oh, what a block. That is punishable.
You have to be thinking he just wanted to try to get one of those crowbars loaded in that situation, because you know, if it's blocked, okay, but hit just like this, you start to feel a little bit better, because the closer you get to that, the more powerful you feel. It's like, you know, gaining power levels.
Yeah, it is exactly like that. The fourth one becomes super damaging. Into the corner. I love the little bat doll, by the way. This character looks so sick.
And the fact that Joker has a wonderful Batman imitation too.
Yeah, it's great.
It's
It's great.
just icing on the cake here. It's about Jack in the box. Holds the other one.
Yeah, you can hold it.
If you hold it long enough, it's when the actual
Chance
voice starts.
on punish.
And that's-
Yep, and because punish, it's a big old crushing blow.
What I think Sonic wanted there was to get something into the armor and then put down an amplified box to cover that, but the stand forward a little too early, it looked like, and this is just chip
Keeping it
territory.
safe. Yeah, I think that's the idea.
Oh, but because he got hit, and that is an unfortunate circumstance to find yourself in.
So now Ninjakilla has to consider whether it's worth sticking with Johnny or the character that you saw last night. And how did that go?
I mean, this is the character
How did
that he's known for. Multiple games.
And how did it go when it was Liu Kang versus Joker?
It was pretty free.
Was it pretty free?
But we'll see, because
That was casuals.
like I also brought up, you know, these guys save a lot of things for this rather than that.
Of course.
But it is the pick to Liu Kang here. Down 2-1, Sonic 1 away from grand finals of Final Kombat. Going up against one of the nemesis of the tour.
Oh, yeah. It's been a great rivalry between these two players this year.
I'll save the day.
Only 3 players have multiple wins over Sonic. Dragon, who happens to be in his top 4.
Oh, yeah.
Ninjakilla here, happens to be in the top 4. And Rewind, who I believe went out at 5th.
By the way, sick Joker costume. I love it. Oh, first wake up.
That works because he never wakes up.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just not super common in the top player meta.
And you know, like I talked about, one of those things that they saved up their sleeve was something like that.
Right.
I don't know about you, but I saw fire out there.
Okay. Not quite there on the full thing. And ducking under and down. Wow, okay. Oh, there was no breakaway. Never mind. Wasn't even an option. Sonicfox knew, and now it's match point.
Round 2.
Looking crisp here, wanted to do it all the way with Joker. Like you talked about, my!
That's incredible. The second hit of the string.
That was showing off.
Seriously.
That was just
Come
showing
on,
off.
Come on.
Could have
on.
Just stop it. At this point, you could have done what you did earlier. Make a read, crouch it, and actually get a punish. No, let's just show off the fact that our reactions are that good.
Yeah, an execution.
Okay, ready. And what was that? A reaction of the movement forward there by Sonic.
Ninjakilla out of there. Didn't want to see the rest. Keeping it safe with the low.
Staying alive here.
Loads it up.
Building a crushing blow of his own with that as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Lost blocked it, but didn't have the defensive meter to
Got him.
put up 3, and that is so
That's the
much
forward
damage.
throw during that cooldown of the fatal blow.
Half the viewers at home just did the same little like wince that I did.
Slowly on the approach. Still on the approach, and Fox has backed Ninjakilla up all the way to the corner.
That was a lot of respect, and now double fatal blow territory. Oh, he did it with something there and threw the breakaway. Gets the flying kick. Ninja stays alive.
What awareness to get a flying kick in that situation. That was beautiful.
One of the quickest things. That,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That could have come out, and with the damage to kill him through the armor of the breakaway.
Great range, and almost every time Ninjakilla's gotten out of that crowbar, I don't know if there's a custom blow lined up on it because of that.
Yeah, I think all these breakaways are just to avoid that situation.
That's my guess as
That's
well,
why
yeah.
we're not seeing it.
Advantage. Yeah, no meter for the up two though. I think that might have been the first time that Fox went for a stagger on that string, and yeah, Ninjakilla was ready.
Yeah, off the forward one there. Gonna get a trade that looked to be in Sonicfox's favor. Got tied up on health. All over that throw attempt.
Looking for the corner.
Okay.
Yet again, to get that on the second hit is so wild.
Oh, these two are playing some amazing Mortal Kombat right now. This is fast. Quick reads, quick reactions.
Ninjakilla's alive. It's not quite death.
10 health remaining, and are we gonna go to a game 5? Just another on the night,
Oh, yeah.
and Chip
That's
is
gonna
gonna do it. Here we go. Can you believe it?
I can
This is picking up
definitely believe it.
right where we left off. Just another game 5 on the night.
And it's going to be Joker still. That's what Fox said. They're going to stick with this character the entire way.
It is down to 1, ladies and gentlemen. Oh,
Yep. To the rescue. Oh, no!
Probably a little bit too late on that, and it made Liu Kang flip over a little more than they wanted right there. But some of those things are just real tricky.
Funky choice.
Ooh.
Like these little movements, these little steps. Forward one, but no whip punish. Might have looked for the second hit. Woo! Stolen turn right there. A lot of back and forth in this instance. Oh, down to what a read. A little bit too late. So Ninjakilla actually takes advantage. Chance for pressure.
What's gonna be here? Just check it out.
1, 2, yeah, both spent. Trying to load up that question.
Here we go. Here we go. That's gonna be the round, and Ninjakilla going into a final round here. All of a sudden, from the depths of what looked like to be Sonicfox's victory, now has match point of his own, and crushing blows loaded all over the place. But first blood going to Sonic, but here we go.
What a timing there.
Now that bicycle kick, crushing blow is
Here.
loaded. Fox has to be worried about every single, he's got every single one of them loaded.
Oh, this is so scary. Fox trying to find a way out of the corner. I don't know if they'll be able to.
Another
Another one
one.
comes out. Ninjakilla's close.
Life alert here. What's the ring to be down 2 from Sonic to stay alive? Big damage. The setup.
Expecting the breakaway when none came. What a read. That's it.
There's a lot of damage on the screen in the past 20 seconds. Here we go.
They were deleted.
Neutral completely reset. Everybody in here is standing right now in anticipation of what's about to happen. Breaks the throw. Ninjakilla all over it. What's
the duck, the micro duck from Ninjakilla!
The upset of the #1 seed. Ninja is on to grand finals here at Final Kombat 2020. By Dragon, and as we say in fighting games, we take those.
Absolutely right, and maybe there was something that Deoxys gleaned from his UIU teammates' loss. We'll see.
But everyone in this Final Kombat deserves to be here. The level of play from start to end, sensational. Let's get into this next match of top 4, and it is going to be Jacqui versus Cetrion.
You stood with Shinnok, Cetrion. I stood for nature's balance. Still counts as taking his side.
Look, that's what her mom wanted her to do, all right? Chill out. What are you going to say about that? Come on.
It was canon.
She's supposed to go on the opposite of her mom? Get out of here.
Clutch block early on by Dragon on the low, and I think Deoxys was the one that tried to make the early adjustment and throw the low early rather than the overhead shrapnel, or any overhead off the leap. And Dragon with the early call out of the low block.
Wow.
Oh my!
Just beautiful. Suspend this, and Jacqui with no way to get out of that. All right, already spent the bar. Puts it out there as a meaty, just trying to check the movement. Deoxys is now stuck, has to contend with boulders.
Yeah, there's no downside to throwing that full screen. Full screen guys are not going to get punished for that here against Jacqui. And this is just going to be chipping.
What?
What a buffer.
Yeah.
What a buffer.
Seriously.
To work as an anti-air as well, that's next level thinking by Dragon right
What
there.
a first round right there. We didn't really even see any pressure from Jacqui.
Oh!
Dragon is shutting everything
We talked
down.
about the preparation for this matchup. We're already seeing it.
This is a matchup where, look, Cetrion's a good zoner. She controls a lot of stuff, but there's so much movement out of upgraded Jacqui that it's hard to really control things. And yet, that's exactly what Dragon's doing.
I had a conversation with Dragon right after that match, actually, that sent him here to losers bracket, and Dragon said this is the most confident he's felt in running the entire thing back.
Okay.
Oh, and you see there, has been working on a lot of option selects, which didn't have the crushing blow loaded as we started the match with it. A lot of option selects to cover all those options off those leaps, and you'll see that on display. That's why you see those flawless block up threes, because
and it is enough, just like that.
And if that brutality was unlocked,
what a first game.
If you guys have Mortal Kombat 11, do that brutality at home and just enjoy it.
You know, that really looked exactly like how it looked the last time they played in Winter's Side.
Yes, just picking up right where he left off.
And we're going to need to see something different out of Deoxys, who, of course, has played many other different characters, primarily Geras in tournament competition.
And casuals, probably the entire cast.
Right.
But that's what these players do. Not only do they learn what to do against every character, they learn every character to learn what to do. Which is something that not a lot of people do. You know, they'll lab against the character, but they won't necessarily lab a character.
Jacqui Briggs, and on making that selection, he leaned back in his chair, like almost a resigned feeling.
It was almost as if, you know, he's like, this is still my best option.
Right,
it's still
exactly.
my best option here.
It's exactly the vibe that I got as well.
He saw what Rewind was able to do in that match and how close it was. And see if he can get some of that magic going here. And how many he's just ran into the walls of Cetrion normals and the literal walls that she'll create on the screen. This entire fight, he has not let upgraded approach at all, whether by land or by, I almost said by sea, but by ground. At all in this match, and this is the control that we saw earlier. It's just been control.
And understanding too, look, it's not all about just sticking out buttons and stuff, although he's making it work right now. But it's also knowing when not to press buttons, and we've seen really good timings from Dragon on that. Ooh, what a dog. And that should be the round. Well, maybe close.
Stand forward to the geyser. The last time to do it. Nope, but gonna eat that anyway, and no defensive bar. No last breath available to save him. Dragon looking strong still.
Oh, yeah. Versus that 950 health Jacqui.
Tossing boulders, trying to make the big read there.
Man, you see that big rocky cloud sailing through the skies?
And that's kind of the beginning of the OS that he has, is that her backdash allows her to kind of move a little bit to create a whiff opportunity and a flawless block opportunity at the same time.
Ooh. In there. But then, and Dragon's done this before too, he's waking up with buttons pretty often, and yet again. So Deoxys has not really been able to inflict any immediate pressure.
Even though Dragon's back to the wall here, going to be comfortable as can be. Does have an away teleport, but nope, just content.
Yeah, feels comfortable, clearly.
With fighting his way out. Which is
and mission accomplished. No, it's not easy to do, especially at this level, but there's Dragon doing it all the way to mid-screen.
I know I sweat gallons when my back is to the wall. I feel like I'm in prison to stand for. Hello. Nothing like a Jean-Claude Roundhouse coming out of Mama Cetrion here, and the control.
This character is not just about the zoning, folks. I mean, you can see the pressure right there was real.
And he is so comfortable, whether he's full screen, up close, playing nooch, mid-screen. He's has equal comfort level anywhere.
And patience, and look, there was time running out anyway. Only 16 seconds left. Dragon was looking for the stand box in those situations. He was willing to eat the low, no big deal, not a lot of damage on that.
And even in a situation where eating the throw is probably the best opportunity, was still able to tech it. Because in those situations, there's only a couple of seconds left on the clock, 10, 15 seconds, and you have a health lead like that, you can eat throws until the time runs out, and we saw that.
Did he say Raiden? Is that what the announcer said in my ear?
No way.
Yeah, it's Raiden.
Wait a minute.
I'm seeing him up on the stage. It's going to be Raiden, so he's gone. He has lost 5 in a row versus Dragon in this matchup of Jacqui versus Cetrion. He's tired of it. It's going to be Raiden coming out to play.
We've been looking for these surprise picks all Final Combat. We get a massive one and an accidental wall coming out from Dragon there to stop the teleport in, and this is just...
Look, if you're worried about her zoning and her control, this mobility is one way to deal with it. And yet, like I said, it's not just about zoning for Cetrion. Here's Dragon in the corner, pressuring.
Right
dealing
now,
damage.
I don't think the matchup matters at all. Every single read Dragon has made. And are we going to start this off with a flawless victory? Just needs to chip out at this point, and he's got it. Oh my goodness.
It's worst case scenario for Deoxys right now. And maybe he was right when he thought before. Oh, Jacqui's my best hope. Maybe he was right.
Let's see if he can get something going here. Has been playing a lot of Thunderwave. You know, if you follow him on Twitter, watch his streams. Has been a surprise pick for him. I think just has to get going. Just has to find some breathing room.
And right back into the corner.
Oh, all of these staggers, all safe on block, and with that pushback, that you're really afraid to press the button because of the stand ones that could follow.
Look at this corner control Cetrion right here.
And you know, everyone's
trying to get there in time. Not quite.
Everyone thinking Cetrion's just a zoner. Watch this round.
I'm telling you, yeah,
watch
this
this
is
round
not
right here.
This whole game. This whole game has been that bad. She did 400 damage last round.
Push yourself.
Dragon's in here, threatening to eliminate Deoxys 3-0. The good old-fashioned double jeopardy, and that's what's gonna come.
That's gonna do it. The down 2 Dragon, another 3-0 victory over Deoxys. Dragon said that, you know, felt really good with the adjustments that he made on the fly in that matchup, you know, picking up on what Ninjakilla was bringing to the table and adapting. So we'll see if that comes into play here. The adaptation, gonna need it here against a tricky character in Ace of Knaves Joker.
As many times as you play against somebody, in casuals, in tournament, there's always more adaptation to be made.
Your mommy dearest likes stacking the deck.
All existence adheres to Kronika's design.
Not once I start shuffling the cards.
Okay. Is this scripted? Because Sonic has a deck of cards on them.
That's true.
And has been doing magic tricks all weekend long.
Yep, you're right. So for Joker, you know, I think many of us think he's a very strong character, but maybe dealing with zoners is the only thing I've seen people say is difficult for him.
Yeah.
And this is a match where that's largely what this is going to be about, so I'm really curious to see how Fox deals with that. Right, great movement speed, as you can see.
Yeah.
Does have options like this that will move full screen.
Has a really good forward dash to get aggressive with, and just needs to hit, I think, is all Sonic's gonna need to find here against the force of nature that is Cetrion.
This isn't force of nature, Cetrion.
I know, a
buddy,
force of nature.
buddy.
A force of nature, Cetrion. Happens to be the name of another variation.
Keeping it a little bit slow on some of these staggers here. Lots of safety.
Woo!
Beautiful keep up, but not quite there. Okay, finds it.
Was
What, the single hit confirm?
yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, it was pretty good. Yeah.
Intentional enough of this is death. So much damage. One of the best.
I love Joker in this game, man. They did such a good job.
One of the best mid-game taunts right there. About to pour gasoline on himself.
Right,
Confetti.
Look at his suit. It was all nice and white and clean.
Okay, so earlier I thought that those were flower patterns.
Oh, no.
When I looked up at the screen, and it turns out it's not.
No, it's not exactly flower pattern. This comes
this
into
is
the crushing blow on this.
This is Mortal Kombat. There will be blood.
Putting up a wall. Back to the wall just like that, though.
You know what? There. My back's to the wall, but here's one for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not that crushing blow, Sonic. Use it. Oh!
Little lucky.
The crowbar coming into play. Swinging that over their head and saved by the Jack in the box and go for the chip out.
That was going to be
Almost
huge
there.
if that had hit. Look at this. Sonicfox trying to chase back in. Dragon knows and still being tricky with the movement here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Sending it in from the sky.
And that huge range down 4 on Joker.
And there's only the amplified version that comes back down. You know, the regular version just goes up as an anti-air and as a combo extension in the corner. But you can throw that up into the. What's crazy about that is that you can amplify it, throw it up to the sky, and you don't know where it's coming down. It's a little tricky
Right, yeah,
to make a read and go forward, but they did the close one and get bopped, or
Round one.
make a read that they did the close one and stay mid, and then they did the mid one. A lot of cool stuff you can do off of that.
Fresh from the dry cleaners, the suit's back.
So tricky, and that just fits the Joker profile.
Yeah, it's awesome. Oh, a little bit of a whiff. And then Dragon didn't believe. Yeah, gets the grab. Now, interesting that Dragon is really not doing that much of the type of zoning. I think the movement that Joker can bring to bear is just solving that.
And maybe looking out for those amplified jack in the boxes.
Sure.
Goes for the jump back, goes for a Hell's Wrath, and the trade is going to be in Joker's favor to close the gap. Hello.
Okay. Right back into things. And right there for Amidi as well.
Really
It's
good
the
knockdown
grab.
off that. That's just a win-win-win. Maximize your damage, load the crushing blow, and you have a great situation on knockdown for yourself.
The sound design on that forward throw in my ears is killing me. Each time I think that I've run into something in real life.
Those boxing gloves?
Yeah.
Wait till you guys see a Variation 3 in tournament where it happens an awful lot. Another crowbar.
Is this loaded now, or is this number 2? It's 2 or 3, I don't know, we'll see.
Oh man, if I was facing Fox right now, I wouldn't know. I lost count myself. Gets a flawless block, but no punish.
That was
There's the pickup. That's a huge cash out. 200 on the breakaway, still a lot of damage. Stay in the corner. Stay in the corner, says Fox.
Harassing.
Whoa!
Underneath, and there is no breakaway here.
Has it loaded. Yeet!
Woo, the damage, and just, it was going to be chip. I mean, that was it.
So we didn't get to see it versus Ninja in the Winners Finals, but that was everything that we were trying to build up with that crushing blow. You want to talk about a cash out? That's a cash out.
Oh,
right
yeah,
there.
absolutely.
To go from just a couple of hits into 400 plus just like
Right,
that.
right.
But you have to earn it. Landing 3 of those, as you saw, was not the easiest thing to do, especially with all these breakaways.
Now, I think Dragon went to character select. Yeah. Not expecting a change in character, but spend a little bit more time here.
Yeah.
Try to get your
Reload the
focus back
stage,
in gear.
different interactables.
Yeah, that's true.
Dragon here at Final Kombat has, I've seen him be the most optimal with interactables, using interactables to do the most damage because Cetrion's normal combos don't do an awful lot.
Yeah, comboing strings into the interactables.
Which I never thought about, is incredibly optimal, but really specifically for this character. I wonder if there was some design in mind behind that. Oh!
Wow.
That was a little bit of revenge from last game.
That's right, yeah.
That 1-2 with Joker's having a big ol' hitbox.
Jumps
Here's
right
one.
on over. Yep, loads up number 1. And into the grab.
Oh, that's a good sound right there.
Man.
The sound design at NetherRealm Studios, I don't think can be topped. When it comes to fighting games, it is sensational.
Using that as just a way to move forward into the corner here. Yeah, that's safe. It's going to be plus even. Yeah, safety. You can really see the strength that Joker has. This is not like last year where Sonicfox is playing Joker because they think it's hilarious and beating everybody. This is actually super legit.
Is this going to be match point? I think so. It was enough.
It was definitely enough. Yeah, it's match point here.
Makes it rain confetti.
Dragon in big trouble. Not
Match
the kind of
point now.
result he wanted.
For Sonic to set up the rematch with Ninja. Went to a game 5 in that Winners Finals. Will be back-to-back 3-0s here on the loser side to set it up.
In there in time, and that means it's a crushing blow. Dragon forced to get off the bar. Is safety? Yes. And the pickup!
You want to talk about stealing a turn?
Right? Okay.
That was even stealing a turn. That was stealing a hit. Corner we go.
So Dragon really hasn't been able to zone. Maybe the pressure will work better? Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, goes directly into it.
There. And this is not a fatal blow that you will find yourself being able to use very often at all with Cetrion, and that's why Dragon's just going to burn it here, get a health lead, and try to fight, scrap his way back to this match.
Okay, jumping in with the jump kick. We haven't seen that much offensive stuff out of Dragon until really that last round.
Final round.
And sealing it with the jump in.
That may have been the first jump in I've seen him do, like first jump kick.
And I think so.
They're open now.
Right back into it. He thinks to himself, okay, why wasn't I doing that before?
Save the day.
What's so scary is you know, one dash, two dash, and then he's in that like forward two range to play with. Forward dash goes really far. We had the frames on that wall. Nice movement by Sonic to get out of the normal range, even after the recovery of the teleport.
Okay, important block and the crushing blow. Dragon is making his way back here. Oh yeah, life advantage. Can zone if he prefers.
Yep.
At least for a little bit. Yeah, the space is here.
Look at that, 2 dashes in range.
Okay, Dragon makes a comeback.
Put out the active frames, was ready for the aggression out of Sonic. We got ourselves a match here. When Sonic was up 1 round there, it was looking a little bit desperate, but you know, a little more aggressive. Just the reads working out, I think, in that final round. Stop the approaches of Sonic. Even trying to make a big read there. That's when you're confident in yourself. You know, you're like, I'm gonna make this read, but I'm gonna make the read the riskier way and with the bigger reward. With the geyser rather than a Hell's Wrath in that same situation, right?
What a spacing right there by Fox. And they get the corner because of it here. Yeah, again, huge range on that down 4.
Oh! Okay! Only happened because the wall absorbed a projectile and then sent the rocks towards the face of Joker.
Yeah, got it, and does spend the crushing blow here. So forces Fox to come off the meter. Really block then grab, okay.
Those are those ballsy decisions that we talked about earlier. If you block a jump in and your natural instinct is to just throw.
Well, it was a pretty high jump in,
Yeah.
so it was probably not plus.
Ooh, speaking of plus.
Fox just chipping away the
hold
boxes
that.
there.
Another one, one more, one last breath available for Jacqui. Teleported in place.
Yeah.
What a mind game. And wait a minute.
Oh no. Oh, that might have been it. There are these chances here. Hold on. Dragon, maybe one more hit. Can he stay through this? Oh, he's battling. Battling, Chip.
Absolutely shocked.
Oh,
no.
shot with the boulder in her hand.
I'm shocked Dragon didn't come off all of the resources there into Fatal Blow. Could have done it, the guys could have gone to Fatal Blow. I don't know if it would have killed because of scaling,
Yeah, right,
but it would have put Sonic on life alert here.
What a backdash out of Fox. They just got out of the way. Keeping it pretty safe with that low. Very consistently, only taking the risk on the overhead a couple of times.
What a read. The end of that string, I believe, is only -2 with some pushback, which is what everything we've seen out of Sonic does. Resets neutral with pushback. And for they're going to read that? Incredible. But we also didn't see the flawless block on that string earlier.
Empty jumps into the grab. I like it. Gutsy stuff. Maybe looking for flawless block.
Even Batman joined the party. Overdashed! Dragon with the reactions.
Whiff punish, at least for a little bit of a damage.
This is so fast right now, David.
Trying to get out.
The cancel pickup! And he's going to come with a breakaway! And this is going to do it, I think!
It's close!
Oh! 22 health remaining.
Alive, but difficult. That's quite a bit of chip. Cannot get shot.
Ooh, took the risk.
The range was just off in the second hit of the geyser wasn't enough. Maybe there is more room here for Ninjakilla to start with Johnny. On the other hand, Kang is what ended up sealing the deal, so maybe just go right at it.
What kind of universe creates you?
One with a sixth sense of humor.
Ain't that the truth?
It must not have elder gods.
Round one, fight.
A little bit of beef between these two. Here we go, grand finals, everybody. Let's make some noise. We got a little bit of a crowd here. Let's go. If you guys are watching from home, go crazy in the chat. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, finds it and gets right into this, trying to load up that crushing blow. You saw how much damage that did versus Dragon.
Ooh, the first 4-3 we've seen out of Sonic here in this top 4.
All safe.
Earlier, Ninja stole the turn right there, and Sonic over that, quick reversal of that forward one. Doesn't want to give it up this time around. pushing Ninjakilla
Just a
closer to
bunch
the
of back and
corner.
forth. Yeah, I like the timing on that sweep. I think the fact that it was a little later was not what Fox expected.
Very safe on block with huge pushback.
Yeah.
That's an awkward sweep.
Right.
Oh, to the corner we go. Covers the breakaway, but the full delay.
Still
Not
in there,
ready.
though, and this is just going to be a chip kill, I would think. Yeah, it
Possibly
doesn't even matter.
tried to disrespect with a wake up 1-2-3, which is
Round
the
two.
Liu Kang special. I can't even call it a ninja special at this point. And I loved the interview with Sonic talking about Ninja and how it's someone that's making him realize, you know, just how prepared he has or they had to stay
Oh, yeah.
at the to stay at the top,
Absolutely right.
because the competition has gotten closer and closer and closer. I feel like the older our community has gotten.
Absolutely right. Yeah. Loads up 2 of them here. Of course, he needs 3.
As we witness the future of competitive Mortal Kombat.
It's here.
I'll save the day.
That cracks me up every time.
Every time I do it, I have to say it as well. Ooh!
Wow, again, that's so impressive. Out of the
And
corner,
beautiful.
beautiful.
Quick reversal of the position. And that's something you'll only see out of someone like Ninja. That's,
Right.
it's not just optimal play in combos
Right.
and situations. Like a situation
It's
that was optimal.
Extremely fast thinking. A little bit of a strange timing, but Ninjakilla was ready for it right there. As Fox just, oh! Here's the hit, and immediately into the confirm. And that will be game number 1 for Sonicfox, and pretty solidly, honestly.
What has covering your guys' screen. One of the hardest things to do is to beat Sonic twice.
Oh, yeah.
I talked about it earlier. It was a massive thorn in Dragon's side, this pro competition. Dragon was so close to 2 victories in those premier events. And it was because Sonic was given the information of the first set, able to dissect it, take it in, make adjustments.
Well, and
and is that what we're seeing here?
As you mentioned before, when they have played each other throughout the year, most of the time Fox ended up on top.
Yeah, 5-2 now, 5-3 coming into this grand final. Getting closer. Once again.
Pretty consistent. He might be pretty good at this game.
He's okay. He's just false blocking everything, crouching every single high, blowing up every single, pretty decent. Trying to understand one. And builds a little bit of that crushing blow.
Yeah.
Steps back, builds the space again because it's almost like he's getting out of the 4-2 range to try to make it whiff every single time with that backdash.
A false block from Fox. You can definitely see more of that out of Ninjakilla than out of Fox. And now, okay, yeah, starting things. At least, look, if nothing else, you can get one of these loaded up for the crushing blow. Fox still in there. No, not for long. That's going to be the round.
And so ready to take the throw and had that 1-2-3, probably buffered it in the middle of the actual animation of the throw tech. I wouldn't be surprised.
Right back in. And that's, I believe, 2 on that now. Again, they need 3.
310 and a broken spine. Sugarcoating, you're still in the corner here against Ninja. Wow.
Lovely movement.
Was that a wave dash at a Sonic right there? That was like pretty ice skating.
Oh, yeah, moving.
Trying to hit that crushing blow in the overhead.
Uh-huh.
No real mix up there, so. Right. But really safe. False block.
Ready, but no offensive bar. Okay, well, that's
And that wasn't a punish. He actually caught Sonic pressing a button right there. You saw the counter hit. That's so scary to throw against Ninja here.
Okay, interrupts and into the combo game. Now this is fully loaded up.
Next
so Fox
hit will
is a
do
big
it.
threat. Absolutely right.
Fatal blow or not.
That might have been the only thing that wouldn't have killed, to be honest. Oh, but still in there is Sonicfox.
Ninja, threw out a micro duck right there. That's the only reason that the forward one hit.
Okay, yep.
Either micro ducked or try to do that 1-2 so fast in that what seemed like a neutral situation. Whoa, traded off of it.
Did that work? Was that a combo?
That sure was. That's a first for you guys at home. That's a first for me anyway. Trading off the 4-2. Very rare to see that here in MK11. The air going. The Ninjakilla, the full pickup. Hello. That's a free option select too. Any aerial fireball into the flying kick. Very similar to the jump kick.
But no defensive bar for the up 2.
And things will get even if Foxy land one hit with that crowbar loaded.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Ninjakilla knows that, hence a lot of blocking here.
all the flawless blocks out. Ooh!
What a turn. He stole it.
Crouches to stand one.
Yeah, shoots for the fences and nothing on the tech there for Fox. That said, with Fatal Blow and with that crush lined up, oh, not in time.
Ooh!
Escape failed.
Gets the throw!
Ninjakilla was looking for the back throw. What a genius, but it didn't work out.
But the downside of that is that it resets the entire screen.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
The forward 2 was right there, barely misspaced on that.
It is a ton of damage, but as a result, Fox could not quickly get back in.
That is the downside to that forward throw.
That was the downside.
Oh, look at that. Even the phone is custom there. Oh, starts off with the secret sweep. 2 games away from being your final combat champion. Ninjakilla here. And I believe flying kick can punish that. But Fox hasn't done it because last night I saw him do that an awful lot, and the adjustment was not doing it at all.
Okay.
Doing this, and finally thought that the conditioning was there to throw it out.
Interesting.
And didn't go punished. The mind games between these guys.
Absolutely. The timing.
Whoa! That was a cheeky little combo. Right?
Yeah, looking for breakaway for sure. And Sonicfox with their own interruption right there.
Ready for the breakaway, but he's full delaying to avoid the blocks under that.
Little duck, and that should be the round.
Oh, and if he 9 away from the kill, let him load that up as well. We've run 1 or 2.
I believe. I don't know, dude. What game are we on?
Yeah.
In my ears. I'm wearing this headset. Come on.
It's the metal in those gloves. There's no padding. That's what it is.
No.
There's zero padding.
You think the
That's
Joker would use
dirty.
padding?
Joker's
Come on.
fighting dirty out here.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is. Just as you were talking about.
And that's something that is the adjustment coming into today versus what I saw yesterday is that there were an awful lot of punishes because they're used to getting away with that against everybody else.
370, and by the way, the crushing blow on deck. Oh yeah, that's it. Woo. The follow through continued. I love it.
Wait a minute.
All right.
Also, if you have it unlocked at home, or if you don't, look for it, the brutality on that.
I haven't seen it.
Unreal.
Yeah, okay. All right. Was there a switch? Nope, right back to Lou.
Fight.
2-1 now for Sonic.
Not quite there.
For everybody new to this style of format, if Sonicfox wins another game, it will reset and it will go back to 0-0.
Hey, you got to think about Sonicfox being in loser's side bracket right now. If they beat Ninjakilla, then Ninjakilla effectively is also sent to loser's side.
He essentially have to send Ninja to losers and then play again.
That's how it works.
Whereas on the flip side, Ninja just has to win this set. Just win 1 set of the 2.
I wonder why Fox is doing that.
And we didn't see it at all on the winner's side, not one. Ooh, put up the close one. That's the mix-up. Ninja heads it on that forward movement. That's a punish.
Oh, that was definitely an up.
Yeah, put in the flawless block up too.
Yep. A little bit of patience. Fox trying to make it happen. No!
Almost falling back to the pattern of being able to get away with it.
Great blocks, great defense right there by Ninjakilla. Only needs a little bit more. That's it. Fox finds the hit. The setup is here. Nope. Never mind. Ninjakilla's away.
What a backdash to get out of that throw range too.
Close the board when works and canceled. And so as a result, Sonicfox saves the fatal blow and also
saves the crushing blow on the throw.
Reset point.
2, fight.
As if it never even happened. Well, that's going to be a punish and no breakaway. Big damage, big setup on deck. Oh, just capped with 359. Still a lot
nice. Look at this. Out of the corner. Ninjakilla clearly looking to tech to stay in the corner, and that's what everybody would expect. And it hits. It just raw. Is that it? Oh, it wasn't. It wasn't. Fox, I think, thought it was.
I think Fox just wanted to save the bar at that point. I think he wanted to amplify that for the chip. It'll keep possible plus frames. The longer it travels and Joker can follow it in, can create those opportunities. This is looking like we might have a reset. It's holding the puppet!
So cute. You pay for this, Joker. Pipe down, dipsweet.
Held the whole thing out! You punished anyway!
I wasn't going to say a word over that guy. And
we
it
got
is
the
a
reset.
match. What What an absolute incredible
What an
game right there.
And the fatality reset us. We're trying to go, ooh, it's the cake. My favorite part is the, oh!
Fatality.
Really heavy sign.
The Joker wins.
Welcome to Final Kombat, everyone. Bracket is reset one set to determine the greatest Mortal Kombat player on this planet.
Will there be
Fox
a
making
switch?
the adjustments.
Yeah, definitely
We
they did.
Talked about how hard it was to beat them twice
yeah,
on
right.
this Pro Tour.
Almost nobody does it. And now it's reset. This will be them being at 0-0.
And what I feel it
winner
is,
of the next 3 out of 5 set will take Final Kombat.
what I feel it is just giving the information from the first set, thinking about it, and taking it into that second set.
Round one. Fight.
Okay, so sticking with Liu. Yeah. Makes sense.
Ooh, that was a big changeup already here on the reset. Cool pickup there. Gonna hold the box, gets the flying kick punish. I think Sonic's trying to do that to bait out wake up buttons. Because if you overhold it, you're just sitting there ready to get hit.
Yeah. Advantage there. Ninjakilla continues it. Building some damage for himself. Fox, yeah, uses a little head to approach for him. And again.
That's really smart use of that to close the gap. Against a strong zone.
it makes sense.
Liu Kang definitely a strong zoner here in MK11. That low projectile, nightmares.
Yeah, well, just one of the best
Most of the
characters in
cast.
general.
Pretty good.
And taking advantage of Sonicfox, and this does so much damage.
How
I
many
think that's the round.
times is Sonic gonna get this where it perfectly kills? I think this is gonna, well, actually.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
my.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't even close, it turned out.
Oh, my. But how many times, just outside of that 30% range,
Fight.
getting that forward 1-4 confirmation every single time, so clutch in these moments.
That's Fox. They've been here before.
A couple times, a few times.
Uh-oh. Sonicfox takes advantage. There's finally the breakaway. Is that punish? Nice timing.
We haven't seen any 1-2-1s either. We're probably used to getting that crouch full combo punished, but a lot safer on block.
Spends it. Oh,
Gets the
and
back
it
throw.
is into the corner. Interesting.
And that one has the much better knockdown on it versus the forward throw, so everything working here for Sonic. All right, full screen.
Look at this chase. It's just a relentless chase right now by Sonicfox. Oh my god! From way downtown!
Did you see what Sonic just did? He conditioned him to try to outspace the 4-2-1 and opened up that throw because I think that Ninja was looking for the whip. And here we go. Now for the first time, Sonicfox is winning this tournament up 1-0. Sonic did that max distance 4-2-1 that Ninja blocked, so used to crouching it looking for the blow-ups.
Right.
Did it twice in a row, and then that sneaky little, what looked like a wave dash and
little
grab.
coasting, absolutely.
All of that respect off of those ranges.
Yeah,
That
what
you have to
touchdown.
respect against Joker, it feels
Sure,
like.
sure, yeah. Very strong character at that range.
I feel like if you're able to enforce it at this level, it's pretty good.
Now, I do think we went back to character select. Yeah, it sounds like we did. Clearly, it has to be Joker. What is it from Ninjakilla here as we're taking a look at the player's view? Yep, that's Joker right there. Oh, there it is.
And some deep thought, and that is, I believe, Sonic's favorite outfit.
Okay,
Going
well,
the feathers?
it was preordained, maybe.
Meant to be.
What is NK gonna do? We've seen Johnny, we've seen Lou, and Lou did work for a while.
Yes.
But
So did Johnny a little bit.
well,
at the beginning of that.
for a little bit. Now we've seen him play a couple of different variations of
Yeah,
Liu
Dragon's
Kang as
Breath
well.
came into play
Yeah.
early on. I can't read that from here, but is that?
No, I
is
can't
that
see it
Wuxi?
either.
I'm pretty sure that's Wuxi Legend.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I believe you. I believe you.
I'm 5% sure, David.
It's better percent sure than I am.
Deep thought there. You want to talk about a character?
Oh, he changed. Whatever it was, he changed.
You want to talk about a character specialist?
Might
Ninjakilla
be-
among them. All
might
three
be Dragon's
variations
Breath.
at
Let's
the
see-
highest
let's see what we
possible
got here.
level. I don't know what the pick is here. Everybody at home, we're all in anticipation.
One. Fight.
And
We're going right back in.
okay.
No command grabs, no nunchucks here.
It's like glass breaking.
Now that you mention it, it gets harder to listen to. Ooh, what a
You're
trade there.
welcome.
Oh, he's gonna get flying kicked? No!
There was a dash forward that might have been intended to be
Yeah. He almost knocked the 8-ball out of his eye. 1-2-1, easy breakaway, ready for it. Plus strength, plus 8,297 there.
They're finding so many moments to steal turns now. And again, Fox.
Oh, sir,
the grab. As the set's gone on, last set, previous set, there have been more and more grabs that have been successful out of Fox.
Ooh. Here for that punish. He comes out of that crouch so quick as the projectile leaves the hitbox area behind him. Uh-oh.
Ninjakilla may try to zone. Well, not for long. Cancel into. Okay, that's safe again.
That was the same exact thing that he threatened with throw in the last game.
I'm ready, I can't believe it. Ready for the tech. 19 seconds now. Sonicfox is holding on to this lead, it looks like. Just trying to chip away slowly. 15 seconds on the clock. Keeping it slow.
Still has another
Not
bar.
getting hit by anything. Aaron, time is running out.
Oh.
5 seconds on the clock. Is there even enough time?
4. Oh, no. Wait. Chip. It's going to go for Ninja with 1 second remaining.
But why? But why, Aquaman?
Oh, you could have just blocked. If you would have just blocked, you would have lived.
Okay, well, it's a round for Ninjakilla, and he needs that to establish things. And uses this opportunity to get 2 parts of that crushing blow loaded up.
It literally happens to the best of them, David.
That's right, there you go. And interrupts between there. Man, that is so impressive. Ninjakilla gets the pressure here.
Oof.
And just like that, somehow he's got a huge life lead. Maybe not for long. Here's Fox.
Breakaway coming.
That was the mix-up for sure. No, it was, I'm sure, intended to be the cancel on the fatal blow, and it was not.
Yep, I think to load up the throw, maybe do a forward dash in the block stun.
Right,
Have that mix-up available and use that to open up Ninja, but boy, do we have ourselves a match. One set apiece between the two, one game between the two. This is the grand finals of Final Combat, everybody.
That said, I think if you're Sonicfox, you can't feel too bad about that game. That was honestly some errors on your part that are just not characteristic and are not likely to happen very often again.
I like that this is by Ninja to load up the crushing blow versus come off that crushing blow.
Yeah, this character's doing damage anyway, it's fine.
These Liu Kang players are all about having that bicycle kick crushing blow available in that second round.
Makes sense.
But just like a Joker would want to get those crowbars loaded, but we haven't seen that in this grand final too much. This is just a solid stuff for both of them. There's the pop-up.
Finding the punishable frames on the end of that roll.
Ooh, finally falls to the stand too. Into the forward 4, tried to get Sonic with that earlier, didn't fall for it, and now on life alert here with Chip territory. 8.9 and no last breath available, but the next hit could do it.
Great defense by Ninjakilla, not taking any risks at all. I can't believe that one.
Oh!
No way.
Oh, that was so quick.
And it was back grab.
It was the back throw.
It's not enough.
It's not enough.
It's not enough.
Oh my goodness.
Can we talk about the range on
we were all at the edge of our seat holding our breath in those final 10 seconds.
He throws those burning cards across the screen in that move.
Ooh.
Okay.
Not phased whatsoever. To start off with back-to-back flawless blocks from
It's
Ninja.
pretty wild to flawless block that wake up because I think that's the first one all set.
You know, these guys always have inputs
forward so far.
These guys have inputs in there that even though we don't get to see them, cover options.
Of course, yeah. Well, that baby's loaded.
Ooh. 4 hits. And Sonic, this is, if that happens, you're just like, yes, I got one loaded. I'll take it. Wait a minute. Hold up. Do you guys believe in magic here?
Oh, it's not even magical. One more here, or the forward grab is going to be enough.
Is it another comeback? Oof. Gets it there, and just like that, just like at ECT, the infamous comeback match of the year. Another massive comeback for Sonic. I can barely breathe.
Finish him.
What a comeback. There are these moments here where Sonicfox finds such forward momentum, such movement, such incredible pressure.
It has a sense of that when to turn things up.
It's
Look at
getting
that.
close.
Who is going to get that hammer? Who is our grand champion here at Final Kombat?
Getting close.
Anybody else having trouble breathing?
It doesn't look like Ninjakilla is. He's clearly looking for something in his brain.
So close in that first round.
Thinking about? It has been close. Again, though, the game that Sonicfox lost in this Grand Finals reset set, was a game where they made an unusual execution error. Was a game where they ended up running into projectiles that
Execution was pretty tight in that last game, wasn't it?
Yeah, and just like that, they came right back. Took the game.
And this is the most pressure that Ninja has ever felt.
Well, I don't want to
competitively.
impress it upon him too much, as he's definitely listening to us. But yeah, it's true. This is a player who, with all the talent in the world, is nevertheless in his first season of competitive play. And so there just haven't been as many situations in which he's, really down on his chips in this kind of way. And it's a skill that players develop to deal with that. Some people are born with it.
Yep.
For most people, though, it's something that is developed. So Sonicfox needs to only win one more game and they'll become the champion.
Interesting trade there with the Jack in the Box. Tries to throw the bodies and a massive whip punish here. Are you kidding me?
He flawless
How?
The
How?
intended flawless block up to. Just, hey, all right.
How?
It's like aspirational things that I'm seeing
Yep.
here. Like, I'd love to be able to. But
Be able to, but not in 10 years of practice. Has a crushing blow loaded already, and you know what? With the pressure that could be on, might come off it early here to take the round. Oh,
Loading.
With the health lead.
Whip punish, it's huge! And I love the combo choice here. That could have been the crushing blow, but instead, what Sonicfox chose to do is get another loading on their crushing blow. And look, this is match
Only needs
point.
one
It's
more.
tournament
This is
point.
tournament point. This is Final Kombat point. Ninja having one loaded him. Oh, if he'd have committed fully to the string right there, if we would have saw the 3, I think we would have seen that bicycle kick and the early health lead. But Fox had to reset the neutral with that forward throw. Ooh, ballsy down one. In between that 1, 2, 3, gets it there. And the hefty health lead here for Ninja, wanting to send us to a final game of the tournament. Can he do it?
What range on the grab?
Oh,
Right back
no
in there,
fear.
relentless. Yeah.
No fear. We've seen that multiple times too. Take a throw, just dash up, throw again. Do it again. It's a test.
Underneath. Will there be an interruption? No, that's exactly what Ninjakilla was looking for.
Every time you guys hear that flawless block noise, you know these guys are precise on those
The
block
base on
inputs.
that thing, very satisfying.
That 1-2 is a double high, so down 2. Great call out there by Sonic.
Fox
To the
has
corner
the
we
corner.
go, and Fatal Blow is available. Had the mic go down.
Could have been it.
Could have been it. And Sonicfox becomes your Final Kombat Mortal Kombat 11.